You're ordering food. What are you ordering?
Jimmy John's.
What'd you say?
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. What is Jimmy John's? Cheers, people. I've never heard of Jimmy John's.
You don't have it way out there in the desert.
Oh.
Who's that? Is it good? Is Jimmy John's good?
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
We have one over here.
Oh, we do have one?
By the Target.
Oh, I guess we do have one. I've just never heard of a Jimmy John's.
I hadn't heard of it until I did drive by. I'm like, what is it?
Hopefully, everyone out there is having a good night. Cheers. Doing my special glass here. Oh, I just gotta sit. I think I did send it to Adam.
If you want
Some of
to
this?
super quick, order it from Jimmy John's. They got an app. Should be ready in 10 minutes.
He said they have an app, so they deliver their own food.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for places that deliver. What up, Sab? How you doing? Salty Rider, Pablo V, Moto XJ, Mike Parson. What's going on?
Pablo.
KFC Extra Crispy. Just in case I can't make it here later. What up, man? If you're here, still listening. Still working, but I'll be off soon. Going home to get my drink on. Yeah, cheers. I'll drink for you right now. This is going to be very strong. It'll clear my allergies up.
Maybe.
It smells so good. Oh, that's strong. Oh, that's definitely a sipping drink.
Yes.
What up, LA Jixer? Silver Surfer Tim.
Timmy. Tim's back to right.
Is that MSGT?
Master
Hitman?
Sergeant.
Master Sergeant. I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure. What up, bro? Tim, you're riding again, huh? Nice. That must feel good. It's really warm for some reason in the house. Huh?
So Tim was posting pictures from the beach last weekend.
I don't even know what I did with my phone. Tatted. What up, man? How you guys doing? How's everyone's Friday? What are you doing, dog? What is she? She's freaking out. They gave my other dog broccoli. And I was like, really? You really give the dog broccoli? He's gonna shit himself all night. Dogs and broccoli. What are you looking at?
Could have gave the dog pizza. Had to deal with those farts all night.
I've never given a dog pizza. I don't know. A Jeep event tomorrow. That sounds fun as shit. A Jeep event would be pretty cool. I'd like to see that truck in person. Oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's brutal. That's rough, man. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully we cheer you up a little bit. You come talk with us, hang out, enjoy some time. That's a rough one though.
Well, at least you had the courage to do it. I know quite a few people that just let their dogs suffer until they pass on their own, which is bullshit. But
He gave his dog a lobster once. Interesting.
I'd feed LA Jixer's dog some onions and then leave.
They can't eat onions.
Why not?
Dogs can't eat onions. It's bad for them. It's like poison.
No, that's chocolate.
And onions.
What?
Yeah. Can dogs eat? Oh, hold on. Billy.
Billy, can dogs eat onions?
No.
See? I knew it.
I'm Googling.
It's
Yeah.
that kind of spice, like it's in radishes and shit, whatever the fuck that is like not good for them.
Yeah, see.
Also, some acids, like in grapes, can fucking kill them. And if a fucking dog gets at anything with, or any animal really gets at anything with a seed, like a peach or a cherry, they'll get arsenic poisoning, because that's why we don't eat the pits, because it's full of arsenic.
There you go. And now you know.
Thiosulfate is what's poisonous to dogs. In onions.
Oof.
And guns, if you shoot one,
it's bad for their health.
yeah, they don't do
Isn't that bad for everything's health?
They don't do well with bullets.
Yeah. Dude, I watched this Amazon Prime show called Hunting ISIS. I don't know if you guys have seen it. really fucking good.
What's it called?
Hunting ISIS. It's
Was it
basically like people that were from different countries, mostly America, obviously, that were following because that was the show. But they go to Syria and help fight against ISIS with the Syrian, was it Syrian army or I don't know, whichever army. Yeah, and they were fighting ISIS and stuff. But I mean, it was really good. I just say it was
Probably
really.
not the Syrian army.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Probably
the
the
Syrian.
Syrian rebels.
I don't know, but it was interesting to see because obviously they have to sneak in there. They can't just go in there.
Yeah, they got to make sure they don't get caught by the Russians, who are also.
Yeah, so they can't just go in there and they have to be snuck in and stuff. But it was just interesting because like there's this one fellow who's an EMT in the United States, but there he's essentially a fucking doctor, and he's the only one there. Him and his team, like there's nobody there. So like, you know, they're fighting for supplies and dealing with what is it, the World Health Organization, and then the World Health Organization is like, well, you're not a doctor, so you know you should probably leave. And he's like, there's no one here. Like if I'm not here, nobody's here to help these people.
That's kind of the thing, right? Ever since the doctors that are with Doctors Without Borders started getting captured, they quit going into those places.
Yeah,
So there's no fucking doctors.
it's crazy.
Like Rambo, was it Rambo 4? Like, you ain't gonna help no one. You ain't help nobody.
Right?
The new COD isn't out yet. It doesn't come out till the 25th.
It's in beta though. People are playing it. I watched it on Twitch the other day.
What's
Well,
that?
beta's over.
Oh, well.
The
maybe
beta
I-
was last weekend. But yeah, I bought it too. So if you play hit me, add me, Ghost Ninja SD. Yeah.
Man,
I've
I'm
been playing it on the phone though. The phone one's actually not bad. If you're on the phone too, I got it on there. But yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. I was like,
I don't know. That
interesting.
corrects me as a lot of kids who don't realize what they're getting into, kind of like the women that go over there to help ISIS and then end up being sex slaves and sold around and then beheaded.
Well, the people that were going were usually like everyone that they had there, as far as the like United States or whoever was some ex-military already, you know, seemed to already have fucking issues and just needed to get back in there.
Those are called mercenaries.
A foot over my right shoulder. I don't see a foot.
What? Somebody
there is a
met
foot
my
there.
person's feet behind his
Is there a
shoulder?
foot? There is a foot there. Yeah. Don't worry about that foot. No one. There's no feet. There's no body there. There's no body. Wait, it came out already? Wait a minute. No.
No,
I was
man.
waiting for it. COD. No, it's what's it called again? Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare.
There's no way it's going to be better than the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yes, October 25th. It's not out yet.
That game was legit the greatest shoot 'em game of all time.
Fuck, I hate allergies. How's your guys' week?
Damn, now I want to play some Call of Duty.
You're muted, Billy. I don't know why. I can unmute you. There you go.
Weird. That's weird.
Yeah. What were you saying? I saw your lips moving
Well, I said I love allergies. It's the best when you die from nothing.
from
Right.
nothing.
When you drink milk, eat a fucking crab, getting the crabs to a person that's allergic to shellfish is a totally different story. I found out I was blind. That's how my week went. I'm legally blind. You know what my quality of my older videos suck so bad? I guess because I'm fucking blind.
Without the
You can see now.
glasses.
Yeah, sucks.
What up, Lexan? How you doing, man? This kid, he's funny, man. Yeah, I got the pre-order too. Well, do the glasses help you at all?
They're weird, man. I see like It's like a no line bifocals Ben Franklin shit. So when I try to walk downstairs, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. No, I don't like them at all. I'd rather
Gotta
just
get
go-
used to them. But I mean, you can see now, right? You see a little better.
Yeah, but you got to do that old person head bob thing. Like when you know,
So is it like one for reading, one for like everything else, right?
Yeah.
it transitions. Like the very bottom is like magnified to where I could see
Yeah.
things real close for when I'm working, and the very top is for things like a mile away. So it just depends on how I have my fucking head or where I'm looking through. So I'll go to look at something without moving my fucking glasses, and it's all
Yeah.
fucking blurry and shit. No, I don't like it at all. I think they might be trashed, and I'll just go blind. I didn't mind the world that way.
Well, you got a little gray in your beard now, so bifocals kind of makes sense.
I know, and I'm thinking about writing a fucking children's book.
Kenny.
Am I on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, we game. Yes, we game.
Nice. What's going on, guys?
Check out Twitch. I'm on Twitch too. Jesse.
Don't run out of gas.
What?
You got-
Watch
I
me
got-
die.
I cleaned my bike today, Kenny. Finally, and changed my oil.
You do run out of gas, don't call Ghost.
I got like 2 miles left on my tank. I gotta go get gas.
You're
Hey.
a big boy.
You know what? I just caught that shot. That's messed up, man. I was riding to work.
You didn't ride to work.
Not today, but when you almost
Not-
ran out of gas.
Not today.
Yeah,
no,
do what
today.
you need to Ghost work from home.
I bet a few times this week that didn't happen.
Do you what?
What? It might have been a few times this week that didn't happen.
Not this week.
Last
I mean, unless you
week.
count Monday. So then, and Friday. So yeah, that is a few times, isn't it? Don't judge me. Don't
I'm
judge
not
me.
judging, but I am. Only because I'm jealous.
I need a bong to smoke my CBD.
So you
My
don't
last
use a
bong.
vape anymore, huh?
My last bong broke at the airport.
Hmm.
Do those TSA agents break your bong?
The throwers did. The fucking luggage bastards.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah. You see that video of the catering cart gone awry? It's just sitting there spinning in circles.
Oh yeah, in circles. Yeah, I saw that.
Some dude like runs it over with some other thing.
That dude had his shit together, man. He knew what he
Later, man.
was. It was about to hit that airplane, man. And that's like $3 million.
Yep. He's just like, well, we're just gonna run this over.
What? Yeah. Anyways, I just still got to figure out the torque specs for the calipers. All right.
Google
Um,
your
I
friends.
said I'm almost positive they're going to be the same as last year's.
I didn't hear what you said, but okay. Yeah, but I don't even know what they are for 2018. That's the problem either.
Look it up
Oh.
on Google.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
gotta-
I know. We'll have to look it up.
Working on bikes is like being in IT. Just Google it.
No, but it's not. There's no info.
Well, did you look on British Google?
What?
Did you look on British Google? Because it's a British bike.
No, I'm talking about the DSX.
Oh, did you look on Japanese Google?
No. Okay.
Japanese Google.
Nope. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I got everything put together though. I'm kind of excited to put that super sprock on there. That's gonna look dope with the gold and
I'm
the.
getting here in the morning. Like 9ish here.
Fuck. No, I was thinking like 10:30-ish, 10:30. 9.
Yeah, man. That way we can do it and get done and go ride.
Yeah, I do. I was just thinking I do want to go Telegraph. It's been a minute. I would like to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for a ride. I'll get there. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be there by 10ish, but I'll try to get there by 9 if I get up. I'll text you.
Yeah, you'll be here at 10:30.
That's the most sad
You,
fucking
you, you,
10:30 I've ever heard.
you don't have to lie. It's okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You know, Kenny, you're going to show up and knock on the door. Ghost can still be asleep. You're going to be like, damn it.
No, Kenny's
I
fucking
slept
early.
in my life.
Kenny doesn't fucking sleep in for shit.
For me to sleep in.
I'm bad about it, man. I have the robot wake me at the crack of noon, just in case. The
I'm gonna
kid,
get a ass cracking noon.
that's like, that's the limit to where the kids have to be fed by noon at least. Let's get breakfast. You got to get up.
Well, if you teach them to feed themselves, just leave it
Well,
on the night before.
Then it's just for your
It's
kitchen.
gonna be a couple of years. before that's safe.
Oh my god, that's pretty good. It says set your Wi-Fi password to 2444666688888888. So when your friends ask for the password, just tell them it's 1234567 Get it? 1 2 3 4s 5 6s 7 8s.
That's some dumb shit.
That's fucking hilarious. Come on.
If you code a lot, it's hilarious. If you're got numbers on
What?
there and play it all day.
It's funny for anybody.
No.
No.
It's like
No.
that acid has his Wi-Fi set to pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
Oh, my
Ride
light
safe,
turned
man.
off.
Ride safe.
Come on, light, turn on.
Another reason you know you're getting old is if when you have gas, it hurts in your shoulder.
When you fart and it hurts your whole
What?
body.
When you fart, you shake. You're like,
Yeah.
oh.
When you fart, you'll see the pressure increase in your eyes.
You get aftershocks in your legs.
Yeah.
It hurts.
When you burp, your belly button itches.
You guys ever have you guys ever had your sternum crack? Like where it
Yeah.
pops? Oh
Yeah.
my god, it fucking
hurts.
hurts. Like sometimes when you cough, it'll just go pop, and you're like, oh god.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a popping joint. It sucks.
You know,
That's what I was telling. That's what me and Kenny went out to lunch yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. And I was telling Kenny how like my wrist has fucking been killing me. Like I can't put weight on it. Like it's better. It's getting better now, but like it was hurting to ride. I couldn't put weight on it. Like it was bad. I woke up like that. Right? I fucking woke up like that. I woke up in the morning. And I woke up in the morning and like my wrist was killing me, and I was like, "That's how you know you're getting old when you
Ghost
hurt yourself fucking
FMA.
sleeping."
Ghost got that FMA, that freak masturbation accident.
Yep.
It's like sleepwalking. What's all over the ceiling? What the fuck is that?
That one time I was jerking off and I broke my wrist.
Yeah, it's a work-related injury.
Work-related injury. That's great.
I've had a couple
Oh,
of
man.
related injuries, if that's what you want to call them.
Man, this shit is it's definitely it's a drink. I haven't had this in a while. That's probably the most expensive bottle of anything that I usually buy.
In your folder.
I put a badass set, like with a flask and shit, on my Christmas list. I want that shit bad.
Flask set?
Copy.
Yeah, man, with like a decanter, a couple, whiskey glass sets that match the decanter, and some
Yeah, yeah.
stones. Good set of stones, or at least an ice bucket, something like that.
Oh, what'd they say? Did they dismiss it, or what's going on with that ticket? Anyway, we'll see.
Who got tickets?
Sad crazy that ticket from SCM.
Oh, from SEM. What's going on with that? Yeah.
He said he requested a dismissal for the cop incorrectly / falsifying statement in the police report.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
We'll
a
see.
good time when cops can just mix shit up. And of all the people there, you got the ticket.
Yeah, you got the ticket.
It wasn't getting a ticket though. Ghost, because you ran like, oh bitch.
What? I didn't run.
Yes, you did.
What are you talking about?
Quick, put some ice on the exhaust.
Yes, you
Oh.
did, Brett. Yes, you did.
Look. Shut the fuck
Hey.
up.
I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you.
I feel the judge, man. I feel the judginess.
You see me judging you through the screen.
I feel it.
My weak ass profile picture. How do I change that?
Okay?
Oh man. I had a busy day, man. I did a lot of bike work.
I washed the bike and changed the oil, and I almost didn't even clean the chain. Like, it was pretty bad, and I was like, because I knew I was gonna, I'm planning on changing it tomorrow, so I was like, but I was like, nah, I'll just fucking change it.
Yeah, I would at least lubed it up. Yeah, well, once you get here, we'll cut it and just remeasure the same amount of links. As long as you didn't change like your sprocket like teeth, you should be okay.
No, they're the same.
Yeah. Hey, do you hear an echo?
Yes,
For
you
me?
have an echo.
Shit.
It's not bad though.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I went. It's 43 teeth in the back and 17 in the front.
Mm.
Yeah. So here's a question: Is the GPS? Oh yeah, that's bad now. Hold on, let's see if it is you. All right.
I had accidentally started shit.
Nope. Oh. Wait, what? 17 in the front.
Hold on.
With
I
your
had
glasses
actually
on.
started the video on the side.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it was. That's where the echo was.
Is it better now? Was it me or no?
No, I think it was Billy.
Yeah, I had the stream.
Oh
on.
no, I didn't. I don't know. Whatever. My point being is the GPS on your phone more accurate? I would imagine so than the speedometer,
I have no idea.
because it's like 5 off on my bike. Now I was kind of looking at this tool called the Speedo Healer. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
GPS speed measurements are more accurate than the ones on your bike.
Wait, what?
I said yes. GPS speed measurements are more accurate than the ones on your bike.
Even the Google GPS, right?
No. Why would I Google GPS? I already
Nope.
know how it works.
I mean, the Google GPS. Like if you have your maps out now, they have the speed thing on there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's about 5 off.
Not surprising. DOT spec is plus or minus 5 miles an hour on every motor vehicle. So
Mm. So that's what I was looking at. The speed healer, it syncs to your phone GPS to figure out your speed. Which is
Yeah,
kind of
I know
cool.
that. I
Yeah,
remember
it's
like years ago when people were doing like sprocket changes, they put a speedo healer to like kind of resync the mileage so that they didn't rack
Yeah.
up like a billion miles.
yeah. So you don't rack up all the miles. Exactly.
Yeah, but I'd never heard of anybody using it because they felt like their miles per hour was off. So I guess it's
Well,
nobody
I
really
mean,
cares about how fast they're going, except for you.
I'm just saying, like, it's just shut up.
Why are you so judgy
When
today?
I'm coming home and I'm going like a long distance and I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing the math in my head, going like, all right, if I do consistent 80, I can make it home in this amount of time. And then I realize, like, even though my speedo is telling me that, I'm not really going that fast. You see this debate that was going on in my head.
Yeah, that I see. So like if I go a little bit faster, I get home quicker.
Yeah, but then like it says 90, and I'm like, ugh.
You ever notice on lower bikes? If I sound like an idiot, let me know. But I haven't noticed this. Like the lower the stance is on the bike, the slower it makes you feel. Like I don't know if you could be going 60
Because you're
on a
closer
lower
to the
bike.
ground.
Like you could, yeah, but you could be going 60 and feel like you're going 40, right? But if you're on a fucking adventure bike, you'd be going 40 and feel like you're going 60.
Yeah, maybe because the height. Yeah, it may have to do with how high you are, how close you are to the ground.
Or I was blind. Maybe it's because I was blind.
So yeah, the thing about your speedo is it's pulling its signal off of the wheel speed
Little spin,
sensor.
Yeah.
So you could actually have like a difference in tire pressure will change your speedo.
Yeah, that's what I was reading too. Yep.
Okay, let's try this.
So that's what I was asking is about the speed killer thing. That seemed kind of interesting tool.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, they're not really worth the price that you pay for those things.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, unless you change your sprocket completely and you know your speed's gonna be way off.
Well, even still, modern bikes don't, because I swap the sprockets on my bike all the time. It doesn't change the speedo.
What do you mean it doesn't change the speed?
Because your wheel is still spinning at the same speed. If you're doing 60 miles an hour, then your wheel is doing, X number of revolutions. It doesn't matter what your sprockets are at.
Yeah, if you put a
Interesting.
bigger wheel on, it would change your speedometer.
Yeah,
Or
if you put a taller tire or shorter profile
What?
tire.
What happened to that guy versus a Prius? Well, he was pissed. That's what happened. All right. So let me explain the situation. If you guys haven't seen, look on Instagram, and I'm going to post a video and kind of explain what happened. Because there's more, obviously, there's a little bit more to it than that video shows. But basically, he just wasn't paying attention, and then he cut out. He was following the car too close, cut out, slammed his fucking saddlebag into the back of that thing. And I did not pull over because, as you heard in the video, that motherfucker was pissed. And I was like, nah, he's going to try to find some excuse to blame somebody. But he seemed fine. Huh?
The Prius guy was pissed, or the dude on the
The dude on the bike, yeah.
You could hear him yelling.
Yeah, you can hear, if you listen to the video, you can hear him yelling. He's like, fuck! Fuck! Like, he's pissed. I mean, I get it, but it was his fault. So, how do I explain? Make it? It's just like a long story, but I guess.
Yeah.
So I was going down. I was like waiting, and this Ducati came up behind me, and he was fucking hauling ass. Normally, I just pull over, but there's a shit ton of traffic. It really wasn't any good spot for me to pull over. Plus, there was 2 bikes in front of me, like a little ways up. So I was like, "Fuck him! He's riding my ass. I'm not even gonna try. Whatever." Plus, we're pulling up to these bikes. He's gonna get stuck there. So, but I did speed up. So we catch up to those bikes, and then this fucking asshole cuts out, goes to the next lane over, goes up, and then cuts back in front of the guy in front of me, or in front of, all the way to the front. So there's 4 of us now. I'm in the back. So we're moving, and then we pull
You're
up
in the back of the train.
Shut up. So then we pull up. I guess we catch up to this dude on that bike, on that blue bike. And like I said, that dude on Ducati was an asshole. So I'm assuming he was the same fucking way and was like riding that dude's ass like a dick. But this guy pulled over, right, to let us through. So what you don't see, and I even looked at the footage, and you can't really tell, but so he pulled over real quick. The Ducati passed him, and then he tried to cut back in, and he almost hit the other bike because he didn't even check his mirrors. So he cuts back over, and then he goes up, and then the bike behind him goes up, and then this whole time that we're riding past him, this motherfucker never slowed down. So he's riding the ass of that fucking Prius. And then I guess they start slowing down, and he tries to cut back in front, and that's when you catch the video.
I'm gonna have to watch the video. But from the part that I saw, I mean, he's fucking lucky.
Oh, he was lucky as fuck. I thought he was gonna go down right in front of me. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I was like, shit, I'm gonna go down. There was a car to my right, and I'm like, this is gonna fucking hurt.
It makes me wonder, like, if those bags were designed that way to break away, like in those.
That shit fucking just went.
They're
boom!
they're not held on remarkably well. That was a Concord 14, which I am fairly well versed in. And so they're just 2 plastic tabs and a plastic latch. So like, if you hit a hard enough bump, those bags can come out. So a lot of people like put pins in them to hold them in place.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't take very much to knock them out of their holder.
Yeah.
Well, he's lucky, yeah.
But
I
they're
was
like
thinking-
$700 a piece.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, plus the damage he did, whatever, if he did any damage to like wherever the brackets that were holding it.
Well, they're kind of integral into the frame.
Uh,
That part wouldn't break, but yeah, those bags tend to just shatter whenever they hit stuff.
Yeah, that shit blew up. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
fuck,
think
this
it
is
was-
gonna suck.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
the thing is, like, You know, I was debating like on the way because that was like I still had like another 45 minutes to work, and I was thinking I was like replaying it in my head. Like, did I cause him to do that? Like, was that my fault? Did I fuck up? You know? But no, like I watched it and I was like, that's his fault, man. He didn't slow down. You know, he's letting bikes go through. You got to slow down, man. And he was riding that fucking Prius's ass. So, whatever. It is what it is. That shit was creepy. Definitely a lesson to be learned from him. I'm just wondering if he's gonna come across the footage. Yeah, I wonder what the Prius driver was thinking. And out of all cars, it's a fucking Prius.
It's always a Prius.
What up? What up, Christian? How's it going, man? It's going good.
I still haven't messed with the footage of the crash that a dude was in when I went on that ride last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude crashed. I decided to go on one of those fucking group rides somewhere. Oh, we're gonna go to Venice Beach, and we made it to like the 5 and the 405 split, and fucking dude like crashed like right in the middle of the highway.
That's crazy. Did you turn around? Oh no, you went to Red's work, right?
Yeah, I ended up going to visit Red at work. I hung out there for a little while.
You're like, fuck this, I'm out.
Never doing one of those rides again.
You said that last time.
You know what? But like I said before, man, next time I decide to do something stupid, I'm gonna call you first. That way you can talk me out of it. You know, all in the spirit of going out and meeting some new people and just being part of the social.
New people are overrated, man.
You know, riding with new people is.
I don't
kind
even
of
remember your name, but I'd known you for a year.
Yeah, that's all right.
But
when I left the house, like I started the vlog because I was like, you know, I'm excited to go to Venice Beach because I've never been there before, but I'm really anxious about riding with all these new people, and I fucking called it. Like I knew some bullshit was gonna happen.
Well, of course, man. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Well, why?
I have a riding buddy like that, and it's the fucking worst, man. It's like every time they set up, they say, "Oh yeah, come ride with me" or whatever. It's like one time it was a hot air balloon fucking thing in the middle of a field. We get halfway there, it's fucking jam packed and we miss it. Another time I show up and I got all my camera equipment ready. We were gonna go to Hard Rock Cafe bike night there in town on the strip. And I get there and his wife's all pissed off that we're going to Hard Rock. So we had to sit there and drink beer all night. Man, fuck this. Fuck you.
You know, I in a way I miss this, like I said, the social aspect of motorcycling, because like when we ride, like we always ride with the same people, and I feel safe and comfortable, and that's the way you're supposed to feel. Like I don't like worried or afraid when I'm riding with new people that it's gonna happen. But if I don't go ride with people, then I won't know.
Yeah.
You know, I might not make that new friend. You know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
So,
you can just say that you're tired of riding with ghosts all the time, and they'll understand.
oh man, I love riding with Ghost. I feel like Ghost and I are like, we have that riding connection that you're supposed to have with your good riding friends. Like there's
like you know the riding style and kind of understand the way.
Why did that need wreck, Kenny?
He was
riding like an asshole.
Yeah, I want to say he had like a little 400. I think it was 400. And he was just weaving in and out of traffic. Like he was just riding like the way that I can explain it.
That happened to me yesterday on the way home. There was this fucking guy on the R6. So there's a motorcycle cop, like a car in front of me, and I'm like chilling because I'm not gonna pass him, especially lane splitting. So this R6 pulls up, and I'm like, and then he pulls up and he flies past me on the right lane, and then like he sees the cop and he taps his head. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Why do you think I'm fucking just sitting here, right? And so then I can't tell if he's a new rider because like cars are kind of speeding past us, and he's like looking at him, tapping in their head, and then he looks over to me and he laughs like, ha, you know, and he has a clear visor so I can see like he's laughing. But I'm looking at his bike and like you could tell like it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. And it's a newer R6. So finally we're
obviously
splitting
fucked it up a
lanes.
little bit.
Yeah, so finally we're splitting lanes and the cop's splitting lanes and we're kind of following him. And then some cruisers pull up and I don't know how he ends up in the back, but he ends up in the back. But the cop lets us go. The cop actually moves over and tells us to go past him. And I'm like, oh, it's a trap. In my mind, I'm like, it's a trap. He's going to fucking pull us over.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
And I'm like, fuck it. So we all take off and we kind of go. And that's good. But then this fucking guy in the R6, we're in heavy traffic. And he's like cut over into the other lanes. And I'm not talking about just the lane next to me. He was going all the way to the far lane. I'm like, oh, he's taking off. But no, then he would cut back in and then go. He was just going in back and forth through all the lanes in fucking traffic. And I was like, what are you doing, bro? And then he would do it in the lane next to us so cars would move over, right, while we're splitting lanes. And I was like, bro, you are going to die. Like, you're going to fucking die. What are you doing?
I'm going to throw out a controversial opinion on that, but that's like a sport bike thing.
I don't think that's a sport bike thing.
No,
I don't see it.
I've been on tons of, well, not tons, but quite a few sport bike rides, and I've been on quite a few cruiser rides. And I can tell you that for the most part, the sport bike rides are the most nerve-wracking because of people doing shit like that.
I've not met many people that ride like that, but I don't go on big group rides like that either for the reason.
Yeah,
So
I've always found that if there's a group of sport bikes involved, there's like this ego thing that happens.
Right? It's always
like
you go fastest and you can do the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
I mean, we all go fast, but I don't think I don't know anybody that I've ridden with that won't that it's gonna go fast in traffic like the way he was doing. Like, well, you're gonna go fucking your 120, 130 when it's safe, right? When it's safe to do so. You're not, an idiot.
You're not setting up
yeah.
the rest of your group for failure.
Right. Well, we had 3 weeks ago now we rode with Big C's chick, who's a new rider, and she invited like 3 or 4 other dudes that hit her up on Planet. And then 2 or 3 other chicks that were fairly new riders. I think one of them had been riding for like a year and the other one had been riding for like a month. And we were like, all right, cool. You know what? You guys are all fairly new, right? This is going to be a chilled, relaxed ride from Huntington Beach to Cook. Right? We're not going to do any shit. We're going to do 5 over the speed limit. We're going to stay in the carpool lane. Like, we're relaxing here. And these 3 other dudes that they invited, all on either FC or M209s, like all 3 of them, they were like the fucking Bobsey twins. Fucking, dude, they're like gunning it. They're like trying to split at like 100 miles an hour. They're weaving in and out of traffic. Fuck, I'm like, oh, hell no. We got the Cooks, and I was like, yeah, we're never riding with those dudes.
That's a question. That's something I've been thinking about is like who's, as a rider that's been riding a little bit longer, right? I mean, I'm not been riding like Kenny, but I've got my experience, and I've done stupid shit, and it's always like wondered if it's, and I know it's not technically your responsibility, but if it would behoove a more experienced rider to kind of, when you see shit like that, to be like, bro, like, what are you doing?
Oh, we did at Cooks. It was like, dude, you got 3 new riders here.
Yeah.
Like, none of them have been riding for longer than a year.
Yeah.
And like, it behooves you to set a good example for those new riders. Like, right? Because if one of them tries to do that shit and dies, that's on you.
Yeah, I've always.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I've run into the problem where I've pulled guys aside to give them a little talking to, and then they'll pull the whole, I've been riding for 6 months. I know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Okay, I've been riding for 22 years.
Well,
What's that got to do with anything?
Like I was telling Big C's chick, you see some dude die riding a motorcycle on a freeway, that's not fair to you either.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
that will
Yeah.
fuck you up.
So that's
Yeah,
something.
My
Imagine-
sister-in-law is going through that. She saw a motorcyclist get creamed right in front of her work,
Oof.
and she hasn't been able to get on a bike since.
Yeah.
Yep.
It happens, man.
Seen the
That's
couple-
that guy. What's that guy? Bad. What was that guy? He had the the Triumph, fucking Bonneville, Bad Bonneville, or something like that. What was it called?
Yeah.
But he was riding, and he had a guy cross over and go head on with a truck, and there was like body parts flying everywhere, and he was done.
Yeah,
That was
like,
it.
Can you imagine seeing that after only riding for a month?
Yeah. I mean, just seeing that in general.
Dude, you'd be done.
Yeah.
Like if I had seen that shit after I had been riding, I'd be like, hell no, fuck this, smell on the bike, done.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not that emotionally invested, I think, after that month. But
So
I'm
never
riding for like maybe like less than 10 years, and I've had friends die and be like, I'm done. I'm not gonna ride anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
I-
before,
stay away from great.
advice I've given to new riders: ride with people that have good riding habits. Because if you're a new rider, get caught up with these
But
group
they don't
rides.
know. That's the thing. They don't know. So that was one of the things with this guy on that R6, what I was watching him do. He was really using his body to move the bike left and right in between lanes.
So he was
And you can tell like he was
Oh yeah.
and I was like, man, I felt like he was definitely one of those new riders that was hanging out with other riders that were newer that don't know how to fucking ride. And one of those, oh yeah, you gotta lean your body to turn the bike kind of deals. And
Yeah.
That's
and I was
even
like
worse.
watching him do that. I'm like, fuck, bro, you.
That's not just a new rider, but that's like an untrained new rider. Like,
Yeah. So that's what I was saying is like, at what point do you stop? So when Malcolm was here, I don't know how we always end up riding with a group out to the canyons or whatever. But one of the things me and Malcolm would do, and I would still do, when we go on group rides or whatever, is we would stop before we hit the canyon and we'd have a conversation at a gas station, and we would be like, look, I don't know what everyone's riding experience is. I don't know who does what, how long you've been riding, but here's the deal. Go out, have fun, ride your own ride. Don't try to keep up with each other. We're not having an ego thing. If you want to ride fast, ride fast. If you want to ride slow, ride slow. But don't ride outside your comfort zone. Like, don't try to keep up. No one's going to leave you. If anyone gets too far, we'll wait, And we have that conversation because I feel like if it's not said, someone may try to ride and keep up with someone else that might be faster. And I'm not saying me, but someone may be really fast and someone else may try to keep up, and that's when shit happens. So
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
a safety brief.
yeah,
Any good ride needs a good safety brief.
I don't know, man, but legit, that whole competition thing really seems to be a sport bike thing.
Yeah, even with that stupid conversation, which every good, I say good group ride has, there's always that bit of ego. Like everybody
Yeah.
wants to keep up with each other.
Yeah.
Or
and I get it. It's not like I don't understand.
no, and I get it, and I feel stupid sometimes because I fall into it. Like on this ride this weekend, like after a while, I was like, I need to fucking check myself. Like, why am I chasing these people? Like
Yeah.
I'm riding in the back for a reason. Like, why am I going faster to keep up with people that are, why am I going as fast as they are? Yeah, I was like, I need to just fucking stop.
You're right, Salty Rider.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, man. Someone goes out in that same fucking corner.
It's always that corner. That same corner.
Well, legit, though,
That needs to get added to the
that
safety
corner
group.
is no fucking joke.
Oh yeah, it is.
The what?
The wind. You come
The
around that
wind wasn't
corner,
even that bad.
No. Dude, it almost blew a couple of people off the road last year.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, I'd say kind of what I was thinking. There was another thing that I saw was there was this post of this dude who crashed on Tone It or whatever, and I was flipping through and he had a picture of his leg and he had rods and shit in there, and I was like, ooh. So then I was like, went to his profile and I was just kind of looking through his profile, and then in the last month and a half, there was 2 tickets for 100 plus, and the ticket and the way he wrote the picture was kind of a joking, haha kind of thing, like oops, you know. And then I was like, that's why you crashed, like
Yeah.
right, like
Yeah.
that's why you crashed. Come on now.
Yeah.
And I wondered to myself, like, did anyone ever tell this guy, like, yo, you're riding like an asshole, you know? Did someone at least try?
The question is, you can tell them that. Sometimes they just get all pissed.
Yeah, they might get pissed and they
Yeah.
might not listen, but what on the off chance that they actually be like, you know what, you're right, or no one's ever told me, or no one's ever showed me.
We told those 3 dudes we rode with a few weeks back, and they were all pissed off and be like, "You guys are just a bunch of pussies and blah blah blah." It's like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I've been where you're at right now.
It's like as a long-term game, you know. Like I'm not trying to go
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
We rode. Me and Kenny did Ortega. That was pretty fun.
It
Yeah,
is.
that was fun.
We went.
It is a really fun road. You just got to realize that if you fuck up, you're going to end up seriously fucked up.
I
It
think
didn't-
Red said best when he's like it's not super technical like once you get into it, but it's fast. If you're not careful,
Yeah.
Yeah.
going too fast.
Because I didn't feel it was very technical at all, honestly.
No. On that one side, it was, but there was enough traffic where it was kind of slow, so it was
Maybe,
comfortable.
yeah.
Once we got into it, yeah, you could easily just go way too fast.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing. Like the snake is slow, like, right? Like you're dragging me at 50 or 60 miles an hour on the snake. On Ortega, you're going to be doing like 110, 120 at dragging knee around some of the corners. So
Yeah. people
people push themselves to do that shit, and then they fuck up, and
And
they
then
either
you
go
go
out
off the side of the fucking cliff.
or head on into a car.
No thanks. No thanks. I'm good. But that was a fun road. I did it in a car. Actually, I did it in the Prius. If you want to call it a car, and it was awkward. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I love the hell out of that road. It's the fact that every time I go up there, I see either an ambulance going up or an ambulance.
Salty Rider City crashed in Ortega on
Yeah.
a '78 Goldwing. Jesus,
Mm.
dude, we were at what store? We went to the Temecula Motorsports to grab oil real quick because they have that kit, and we were looking at the Goldwings. Like me and my girl, I was like, man, we can go cross country on one of these together. That would be dope. I'm not gonna lie, like I could see myself going cross country with my girl on a Goldwing and just like one of those like just taking our time cruising and shit.
Yep.
I don't like the new one.
I mean, I'm not necessarily needs to be the new one. I just think it'd be fucking dope to like you just take a fucking tent with you, or just go on something like you can just go for days on one. This is a comfy ass fucking bike, man. I was like, this is like a couch.
Well, I think there comes
It is a couch, yeah.
a point in your riding career where it's no longer about speed or
Well,
being able
You
to
need to
do
be comfortable.
It's more about comfort and being able to have somebody on the back.
that bike I would be only for going on long trips like that. I
Yeah.
can see having that in your garage. Specifically, be like, let's go to New York. Let's go to fucking the East Coast. Let's that kind of riding.
Let's do a day in Yosemite.
When I was in Florida, I knew a bunch of old guys that were in like their mid 60s that had Goldwings or some
Oh,
type of like that type of vehicle, and also had ZX14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess their reasoning was, with the ZX14 they can go fast, but if they want to, take their wives or whatever on a ride, it's comfortable enough where they could do that.
Yeah.
There's a channel you should look for called Windy Ertnowski, and he's like a 65-year-old guy that refurbishes bikes that have crashed on the local racetrack.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty cool, man. He does everything from teach you how to, paint certain plastics all the way up to putting together a transmission that cracked in half or something.
Huh.
Pretty cool. And he's old as fuck, old as dirt. So when you listen to him, you can tell. Who he's fucking talking about.
Knowledge.
You know what else is nice about that Goldwing? Sidecar and a trailer.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
The whole house.
I don't know if I can do that. This is all you got. I'll take one. I'll tell my wife, I'll get one trunk and you can have the other two.
There you go.
I
You know,
actually
it
ran
was
into
funny.
a guy on a Goldwing that was hauling his dirt bike on a trailer.
Yeah.
You can.
He'd go hit up a trail somewhere,
That's kind of cool.
set up in the campground, and
Dude,
Yeah,
I
he
love
just-
those. I love those Goldwing bobbers. Those things.
Goldwing bobber. I
Oh,
don't think I've
yeah.
ever seen one of those.
They're
huh?
so
You bob
weird
out-
looking.
You bob out a Goldwing, it's ridiculous, man. It's just like
The big ass
Lobo.
engine in it.
Lobo should be riding it, or maybe.
Bro, they
Dog.
have a cafe style fucking Goldwing
Oh my god!
What the
on a
hell?
Goldwing bobber. Dude, that thing, it does look sick though.
Yeah, it does.
You looking at that gold one? It's like gold and black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looks crazy. Imagine how much power that thing has on it without all that weight.
Sad thing is the way they take all these pictures, they look like just tiny little bikes.
Bro, look at that. That looks sick. Hold on.
well,
Look at this.
really underneath all that, they kind of are.
Dude, look at that thing. That actually looks pretty fucking dope. But look at the size of that engine on this thing. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's only at 1,200.
And you can put your feet up while you're riding.
Fucking heat up your legs while you're riding.
Strangely, I thought that about the Harley, but I can straight up like rest my foot on that crankcase and it's like perfectly fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that looks sick.
Rebecca's Beamer, I'll lay my leg on the heads and just ride down the road like
Yeah.
that.
Dude, that looks dope. Look at that thing.
That's what my dad and I tried to do with my grandfather's Goldwing, and we just could not get it right.
Dude, that looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I hate that fucking seat, but concept in the front of
That
it.
does not look comfortable at all.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
those tractor seats are
Oh,
just.
hold on. No, that's not even just a look at
It's-
that's fucking
it's-
right into the
it's
frame.
called-
Oh, dude, fuck that.
There is no fucking suspension on there. That's right to the fucking frame, man.
That's why it's called the Nutcracker, dude.
That is why it's probably why it's called the Nutcracker.
60-year-old would crack his pelvis on that shit.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Put a fender on it and put a real seat on it. That'd be bad as fuck, though. Be cool as fuck.
Oh man, ice cream sounds bomb as fuck.
Is it ice cream?
Ooh, ice cream.
Yeah,
Good.
I got a coupon for Cold Stone today. You buy one get one free.
Not a big fan of Cold Stone.
What?
It's like I have to go with a small every time because it's too sweet. Everything's too sweet.
Mm,
Oh, Cold Stone Creamery shit.
yeah, I only like that one, like the peanut butter perfection, or whatever. And I was like, yo, load that thing up, like put some extra shit in there. It always comes out good, and then I always end up eating. And
I was
feeling miserable.
Pineapple. Pineapple milkshake there, just because it's when they're picking it up, you can tell they chop the pineapple up.
It's got pineapple. It must be healthy.
Be right back.
Yeah,
I can get
it's good
some,
for your
ice.
it's good for your sperm. Makes your sperm taste better, supposedly, if you eat a bunch of pineapple. If you eat asparagus, it makes your teeth smell, right?
Why's your poop turn green?
Halloween Whoppers.
Halloween Whoppers.
Don't you remember?
Yeah, who was saying that they ate something? Yeah, the blackness in their shit turned green.
If you eat that fucking squid dye or artificial black, all numbers, artificial black, you'll shit green, man. Sometimes you'll piss green, just like you drink that Irish beer.
That would scare me more than green shit. Pissing green would scare me. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
All right.
Or red vines. Red vines will turn your shit red.
Yeah.
That shit-
Vines?
That shit's entertaining to me, man, because I've shit more blood clots than you could even count. So it's like pink piss or some shit. That's entertaining, as long as it doesn't
Pink
hurt.
piss. I don't know about that one.
Pink piss.
That's not a good sign.
You'd have to fucking drink a lot of that shit. Maybe if you ate a Barbie cake or some shit.
Open log file.
Was I watching a little interview or was it maybe it was Hot Ones, was what's his name? Ashton Kutcher, where he was talking about the role of Steve Jobs when he was playing Steve Jobs. And he was trying to follow Steve Jobs' diet or whatever, and he ended up in the hospital because he ended up with having some liver problems, which is what Steve Jobs died of, is liver cancer. But it was from the way the veggie juice or whatever the fuck he was eating caused him that problem.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
That's how you know
Oh,
it's a
sorry.
fake red velvet cake.
Sorry,
If it
I'm
turns
reading.
your shit red.
I've been reading this one paragraph like over and over again, trying to make sure I get this shit right.
What are you
So
What are you working on?
All right, so I started the auto tune, right? I got the Woolwich Racing
Oh.
auto tune kit installed on the H2, and I went out and I rode for about 35 minutes, and all
What?
log
Speaking of altitude,
files,
Yeah,
all
bro, you're breaking up like
you
bad.
have drifted past Mars. Radio transmissions.
He's on the dark side of the moon now.
the one.
ground control to Kenny.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah. Turn your mesh off and back on again, please.
The CO2 scrubbers getting fucked.
Yep, believe you.
I'm a
Everybody
visual learner.
just nod your head, goes. It's like,
I
yeah.
think can you hear us, Kenny?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Kenny,
I can hear you.
did you hear anything we were saying?
I heard you singing like a fucking asshole. Something about Major Tom.
No, we can't. We can't hear you. You keep breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Like you're cutting in and out. So you're talking
Yeah,
and like
Let me just log
you
out.
get like.
Shut up.
All
I'll
right.
log out. Back.
Can he have Wi-Fi at his house? Come on.
Oh my God, look what I found. Fucking Neil.
The big cat. You get along with your dog?
Oh yeah, man. They sniff each other's butts and stuff.
That sounds like a good time.
You're
There we go. Am I back?
back. I'm back. I'm back. Are you on your phone?
No, man.
using
I'm
a
using
tablet.
Yeah, man.
You and that fucking tablet. Using the shit out of that tablet.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to get used to it. I'm gonna give Charlotte my old iPad. I'm gonna use this thing.
Watch out, Ghost. The dog is about to fart behind you.
Yeah, with all the broccoli.
Yep, it's that.
Dude, I found this gif of this little monkey, and he's like in diapers or whatever, and they let him go. They put him down, and he walks around, and he walks to the back of this dog, and the dog is sitting there. The dog has no fucking tail, and he goes like this, and he shoves his fucking hand in the dog's ass, and the dog freaks out, and he pulls his hand out, and then he like sniffs his fingers.
What kind of weird shit are you watching?
Oh my god, dude, it is hilarious. You know what? I know I can find it. I'm gonna bring it up.
There's
I
one.
must-
There's on Instagram the guy named Blake Weber does like voiceovers. He does one voiceover for that video, and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, does he? Yeah, send
Yeah.
me the link.
I'm gonna
The,
on
the
I'll send it to our chat on Instagram. Send
Yeah,
it as a message. There we go. I sent it to and then scroll down. It might be a little bit of ways in. He posted it maybe about 4 or 5 months back, but it is hilarious.
Share screen. Where is it at?
Find it.
All right, here you go. Here you go. The dog's.
Oh, what the fuck?
I just like, dude, I love. He's like examining it, and he just sits there and he gets his hand in. And he goes, "Bam!"
Dude, that's like wrist deep.
Here's what's fucking.
Look
worse
at him though.
about
He's
that.
like completely. Let's see. Look at it.
Dude, here's what's worse about
Oh,
that. That's a
let me get
capuchin
bigger.
monkey. So it was digging in its ass an hour
There we go.
later
Oh,
with
what?
dog shit on his hand.
That's not what I wanted.
And
Let's go
then
back.
he ran through the fucking living room, touching everything.
Oh yeah.
The
There you
dog
go, there you go.
thought, "Wait, this isn't even cool."
No.
Oh.
I wanted to.
I just love how he examines it. He like opens, make sure his hands are gonna fit, and he goes, "Bam!"
So he like calculated the.
Yeah, he did. He's fucking like, look at that. He's like examining it, like 2 fingers, 5, fucking a whole fist.
How to make a new disease.
I'm telling you how to make a new disease, man. I fucking lost it when I saw this. Oh,
Hold on, I think I found it on Facebook. Oh god damn it! I gotta log into Facebook.
It's probably called canine Ebola. Whoever gonna eat that monkey. Like if I were to eat that monkey, I'd get some fucking weird shit. Have
maybe.
the urge to lick my balls.
Oh,
I had to work with a bunch of capuchin monkeys at this farm up the street by the name of Smoky Mountain Zoo, but this guy got pissed off and fired the construction crew in like 82. So now it's just like a bunch of cages and like half done sidewalks and shit. And he had big cage full of fucking capuchins. And it was right about the time that Outbreak came out.
oh, that was a good movie.
I was scared to death about that fucking cage. I'd stay a fucking mile away from it, refuse to work with the monkeys. Because they look vicious. You got little teeth and shit.
Right?
He also had marmosets that freaked me out. You ever seen a marmoset?
Oh yeah.
Those are cool, man. They still freak me out. They're like little people.
Man.
Right about now is when YouTube shuts the live stream down for animal porn.
Animal porn.
What?
Oh. Precision probing.
You ever seen a dog with like a turkey?
You can't tell me that monkey didn't like line up some math and shit. Somebody needs to overlay all those math symbols and shit over it.
I was just thinking that.
Dude, if you look at the video, he puts his hand right down on the fucking whatever that is, a couch or a bed. And
Oh.
shit.
When he was
I found
done.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like licked it, smelled it and shit, and then moved with his fucking hand and brought it back up. So there's a fucking
What the hell are you doing? You gotta stop.
You sent it?
canine.
Oh, I found it on Facebook. I'm gonna send it.
Oh, just send it.
Shit. How do I share this? Oh wait, I think I can still share it to the Salty Crew chat. All right, there we go. All right, I sent it on Facebook again. Look.
I love ape shit throwing videos when apes throw their shit and like hit the target.
Take a look over here. What's going
Those are the funniest fucking videos too.
Yeah, that's it.
on? Dude, what the hell are you doing? You gotta stop eating dairy. Just take a look over here. What's going on?
Were you going to share it with the rest of us? Or are you going to keep it? to
Well, I
yourself?
can't. It's on Facebook. I don't.
You're on
You
a
can hold your
computer.
phone.
Oh, it's the same video. You
I
won't be
know,
able to
but
hear
it's
it
got the
because the camera's
it's got
up
the
there.
voiceover, but it's
Camera's
it's
up there.
voice-
I can't do it.
Post the
Yes, you
link.
can.
Let me just.
All right, here. This is what we'll do. We're gonna try a little experiment here. See if I can get this to work. Hold on.
Whoa, dude, what the hell are you doing? You
Here,
gotta
hold
stop
on. Let's try this.
I like the video the guys does with the robots.
All right, let's go here. Hold on. I'm working this. I'm just trying to get this to go. Share screen.
He's clearing
Share.
his system.
Boom. There we go.
Everything over and over.
And then,
Let me just take.
all right, that's gonna work. Let me go back to the beginning. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna hit play on both videos at the same time. We're gonna try to synchronize this shit. All right.
Let me just take a look over here. What's going on with this thing? Let me just. Okay, spread it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Whoa, dude, what the hell are you doing? You gotta stop eating dairy.
Yeah, that worked. That worked pretty well.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that was perfect.
He's like, gotta spread you gotta just do this.
That's gonna be the new thing. Check this, make sure it'll fit.
Yep.
I like your commentary at the begining a lot better, where you're like, "Oh, I don't know. What do you think? 2 fingers, 1 finger."
Right.
Whole fist. Whole fist.
That was the best.
Yeah, I was at work when I saw that. I fucking about lost it. My office is super quiet, and I'm fucking trying not to like make all this sound laughing. No, I'm not working. Oh,
Why is this in this place of misery? Why is only one person laughing? They must be doing something you're not.
yeah,
supposed to.
yeah.
So I was gonna tell you about something because I was asked to, like, if I was gonna do this. I got a phone call last week, and if I was gonna like accept the offer of the person on the other end of the line, I wouldn't be able to talk about it right now. But I want to talk about it right now because I'm not gonna accept the offer. Some fucking stupid ghost hunting show called me and asked if they could come on because no one else on Wheatland Plantation will let them like hunt ghosts anymore. So they wanted to do my house. I was like, I'll think about it.
They wanted
your
to
house
do
haunted?
your house just because it looked interesting.
I'm on the original plantation.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so they're all like, "Oh, come and find ghosts," because there's a gay couple that owns the big house. It's a huge old fucking mansion that has slave quarters and shit. And they still live there. And
No, but it still has the quarters and stuff.
oh yeah, it's just a
That's
different kind of
crazy.
building. It's used for different things now, but it's still an old slave quarters.
Yeah.
So
Can
I
I
thought
help you, dude?
that was fucking funny. It's probably because it's probably some fucking. I didn't pay too much.
Go away. Go away.
Fucking YouTube
Go
and,
away, dude.
Public
Go.
access bullshit.
You're gonna drop my drink. He's like the epitome of a meathead.
You should get a monkey, Ghost.
What is the other side of him? I know he's Pitbull and what you said?
Lab.
Lab. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Those are good ones though, man. I had a musician buddy with a black lab Pitbull named Brain, and she was fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, he just walks into you. Like, it's not like he comes up and tries to like slowly nuzzle you. He just fucking like rams into you and walks into you.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Struggle nuzzle.
Yeah.
You want
Now
that?
Now
you want that love?
my kids try to play Xbox and he's like, he won't leave him alone.
Come over here and snuggle.
Yeah,
I
pretty
swear.
much. Come over here.
I swear they
Come here,
get their-
snuggle.
I think they get dogs get their measurement of force when they're puppies, right? So they're like,
Yeah,
I can do whatever I want to because he catches me and he holds
Yeah.
me. Then they turn into 100 pounds and they fucking do the same
Mhm.
shit because they think, oh yeah, you grew in strength too. You bald monkey.
Yeah,
What
he's
do the
cool.
dogs think? I love my bald monkey.
he's still, I don't know. He's a little smaller than my older dog, but he's heavy. He's definitely heavier. He's way heavier than her. Or the muscle. So yeah, my girl called today about getting his balls snipped off or whatever they fucking do.
No,
Yeah,
it's up to
Do
him.
it.
it's up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hashtag me too.
Is his choice.
It's his
Yeah.
choice.
for him. I mean,
His balls, his choice.
what I mean by that, if he's humping shit and stuff like that, becoming a problem, then okay. But if he's not, then there's no reason to cut him off. So it's all up to him.
That
He's
dog is-
not, but he's so crazy.
If you cut his balls off, he'll chill out.
Well, he's
But
young
just-
though. He's just young though. Give it a year or two and see if he's still the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if ghosts can last a year.
The rougher it is.
The what?
The older it gets, the rougher it is, and the more expensive it'll get though. So there's something else to think about.
Yeah.
Him and
But, I mean,
Sandy-
there's no negative to it. It doesn't stop them from growing or anything like that.
No, it's actually
One of our
beneficial
dogs
to
in
their
Mexico.
health.
Yeah.
But every time I've had a dog that's become a really good friend of mine, I just can't find the heart to do
He's
it.
an asshole, so
What?
I'm okay with it. I mean,
Right.
he's got his moments. He has his moments where you look at him and like, oh, but But then he has his moments when like, you fucking asshole, stop eating everything.
Yeah, that's.
And then there's also the factor of if you got him for a watchdog, like I got Leo for a watchdog, and if the time comes, I want as much fucking aggression in him as
As possible,
If the
yeah.
time would ever come, you know. But not saying it probably won't ever, but just in case. That's just my weird.
Your
mind.
dog's 80 pounds. Yeah, he's probably about 80 pounds. Oh yeah, because he's heavier than my dog. My other dog, she's 80 pounds, and so he's only just over a year old. So he's still definitely a puppy. He's fucking crazy.
I hear so many different answers on. I've been in the animal industry for a long time, and I've never gotten a straight answer. When's the fucking average end date on a dog growing? Everybody's got different answers, and they're all
like when do they stop growing?
Yeah, it's like when's the heaviest they're gonna fucking get? And I mean, as far as bone structure, how big are they gonna fucking get? And everybody's like, oh, it depends on diet. Some people are like, oh, it's this month or it's a year and a half. That's what a lot of people say, year and a half.
I thought it was like 2 years or something like that.
Fucking, it just depends on who you ask, really.
Yeah, it probably depends on the dog.
True. I mean, it's probably not the same for everybody.
That's a possibility. I've never thought about that, depending on the dog.
Yeah, and once you start getting into mixes, then you're gonna have even more variables.
Yeah. My other dog, she started limping the other day. We fucking like one day she just came out of the room and she was like limping. And I was like, "Fuck! Like, what did you do?" So we're like, "All right, we'll give it a few days and see if she gets any better." We checked her. We couldn't find anything. No cuts. There was nothing. Like nothing looked like anything was wrong. She still has a little tiny limp, but she's gotten better. She's 7.
Like playing with another dog, man, or fell or something.
No, she won't. They don't play together. She doesn't like him.
It's probably just.
She does not like him.
She got a hemorrhoid. I've been
Could
there.
be. She's getting older. She's a lab boxer. Yeah, see, she's this one right here. She just lays down all day. She's getting fat. She needs to go on another diet again. Yeah, I'm talking to you. She can see me. See?
The most fascinating dog I've seen recently is a blue tick. It was F3 blue tick and bull mastiff cross. So his grandfather only was a blue tick hound, and the rest of them were all bull mastiffs. So you had this bull mastiff white with polka dots all over it, speckles. It's beautiful as fuck. Blue eyes.
Oh yeah, dogs with blue eyes is dope. Oh, hold on. What is this?
I hate chows, man. If you like a chow, I'm
Is this the snowmobile kill switch?
Yeah, but it's better.
Funny.
It's never been out reverse.
Do any of you own a chow?
And the chows are assholes. They're mean.
Yeah, I've never had.
Oh shit! I didn't see that part of the video. Oh, he didn't kill switch him. He put it in reverse.
Yeah.
Did he? Bro, Kenny, did that video that Roy put in the chat? Did it? It just showed the kill switch, right?
Yeah, it didn't show him going in reverse. All you
Dude.
see is the guy, like falling over.
No, he went in reverse. He didn't kill switch him. He put it in reverse.
That makes sense now. That's why he fell forward so hard.
I didn't think it was that funny when he showed it, but see, watch here.
Because I thought he was like,
There you go. Watch. He clicks the button, and then he like full throttles it.
that's now
That's
I get it.
fucking
Now that's
hilarious.
funnier.
Yeah, now it's funny.
I
He's
thought
like,
that maybe he was going to go and just like flipped over,
That I probably
like trying to brace for the.
Yeah, he
That's
full
all-
throttled that bitch. He's all rap. That is good, man. That's fucking.
Oh, I wish that. Don't you wish motorcycles had reverse?
Had a reverse.
I did that on an ATV out on the
shit.
dunes.
That's hilarious that he was like looking back. I bet he was laughing his ass off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
guaranteed. Oh,
Don't laugh
too
too
hard,
hard. You'll fall off your own machine.
oh.
I've never ridden a snowmobile before.
I
It's
haven't
cold.
either.
It's cold.
It's
Yeah.
cold.
Me neither.
Yeah, it looks a little cold.
Are the controls the same as a fucking 4-wheeler and shit? Or just
Similar, very similar. They have the one I rode had a palm throttle. So you like
Yeah.
push the
Palm
throttle.
throttle, like a throttle, like the ones that you buy on the motorcycle. You clip on and you can.
No. It's like you know how ATVs have the little thumb lever.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
This was like your whole palm. It
Uh-huh.
was like
Okay.
a real big lever.
So like was it a hand exerciser, but
yeah,
the
yeah,
throttle
almost.
So
exactly.
So as you ride it, you're like,
squeezing?
oh no, wrong motion.
But
So
that
you
was-
squeeze the whole thing with your hand, basically.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that was like an old '80s 2-stroke snow machine. I haven't been on one since that day. I
that
almost
what-
died.
Is that what Canadians call it? A snow machine?
No, Canadians call it a sled.
That's
Guess
what
what?
we call them snow machines around here.
I call it a miniature snow tank.
Miniature snow tank. I like it.
This dude, watch. He's
Just bought a new single track snow tank.
he's showing. He's kind of like talking about how to get out of like a rear naked choke. Like
Oh, they look like they love each other.
he's like, this is how basically how you get out of a rear naked choke, right? And then he goes, watch, you do it like this, and he's like, he's making sure he's in the rear naked choke, and he's like, watch what he does. He pulled out a fucking lighter. Dude, look how long the lighter stands there. Look. Like it's there for a minute before he realizes like, oh shit.
I guess that's how you get out of one of those really easy.
That is fucking hilarious.
He's like, what hole did you do on my elbow? That was incredible. I got instant cerebral pain.
Burn.
How did you make it burn with a single move?
Oh man, that's funny.
Or you could, yeah, it's like pulling out a knife and just stabbing him in the arm.
I was expecting something to do with the testicles.
Yeah, I was thinking, what was he gonna do? Like, or I thought he was gonna he's like, this, you stab him or something. I went a little far, okay? I was like, he's gonna pull out a fucking
I don't
shank
know,
and
man.
like
If I had
stab him
somebody
in the leg.
If I had somebody to rear naked choke and they hit me in the nuts, I'm like, I don't know. I think I might just get really mad in the pain and grip harder. Be like, you're going down with me. If I crack my head, so are you.
Akita. Isn't that? I thought that was an anime.
Man, I haven't been in a fight in, I think, 15 years. No, 10 years. 10 years. That's amazing. I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
I think last time I got into a fight, it was a bar fight. So I walked into the bathroom. Yeah, this when I got my eye split open. I walked into the bathroom. It was a single toilet bathroom. So the guy got all pissed off at me that was in there. Started calling me a faggot and shit. So I was like, I'm going to stand my ground because this guy's calling me faggot. I'm going to stand my ground. I was just joking. And then I woke up next to the fucking Pac-Man machine. I guess he picked me up and threw me out. It wasn't much of a fight. Because then, like shortly after, my son was born, and I calmed way down.
I think it was his Twitter account, Satan, but I think it was that one, or there's one like Satan, and it was like this tweet that was like, he was like tweeting to unvaccinated kids, like, or parents that don't vaccinate their kids, like, he's like, I'm not running a fucking child daycare down here or some shit like that. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I
Oh.
fucked up though, dude. I fucked up. I vaccinated Evie and Vance for everything, or we did, me and my wife did, and except for we forgot their flu shots.
Oh, I just got my flu. Oh my god.
So
Dude,
guess
that's so.
what
This is a
Evie
funny story.
Right.
Hi,
we got
guys.
Evie in the house now. What's up,
Yo,
Evie?
Ehart. Dude, so my work, you set up a flu shot, dude. So my work had offered a free flu shot. You just had to schedule an appointment, and then I just go. So I scheduled it, and I go get my flu shot at work. So I'm sitting there, and the lady's like getting the needle ready, and she goes, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." So she fucking stabs me with a needle, but when she stabs me, she goes, "Oops." She goes, "Oops," and while she's stabbing me with the fucking needle, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean, oops?
What do you mean, oops?
What? You don't say oops." And then she goes, "Oh, there, it's working." And I was like, "But I can feel like that shit hurt." But she goes, "Oops," and I was like, that's the first thing they should teach you is when you're giving a shot, you don't say oops to the fucking person you're giving a shot to.
You get all nervous and fucking.
Yeah, I'm like, "What do you mean oops? What? Did you break the needle in my arm? Like what?" Oh my god.
I don't know. One of the last times I went to the doctor's office, they asked me if I wanted a flu shot, and I said no. And they said, "Okay, then sign this form." And the form basically said refusal for vaccinations and/or flu shot. I'm like, "What do you mean I'm refusing? Because it's not a requirement. It's
Yeah.
like optional. Why am I signing I
A
refuse
refusal
to get
form,
a
yeah.
fucking flu shot? Like this doesn't even make sense."
Oops, dirty needle.
Maybe just so they don't have to give you a prescription for Theraflu.
I don't know.
I think it's got a deeper government thing to it. To be honest,
I didn't-
not really.
Have you heard about that? Theraflu, there's shit in Theraflu that's all on a huge shortage right now. So that's why, like a week's supply, if you get the flu, a week's supply is like $230 fucking dollars.
Didn't know
For
that.
Theraflu or like the.
For Theraflu, dude.
I didn't get the flu shot last year, but this year I was like, I might as well get it. I mean, a
I
lot
have
of people
never
died
had it in
last
my
year was
life.
pretty bad. Yeah, last year a lot of people got the flu. A lot of people died last year.
I've never had a flu shot, and I'm still here.
I can get.
Oh, I
hurt.
mean, yeah.
Dude, I always get hurt real bad and stuff, and it's never really affected me and everything. But if a germ gets me, man, or like I get a toothache, dude, I'm done. I'm done. Out of commission.
Right.
Toothaches are fucking. Those things are brutal, man. You
So
guys,
you gotta breathe
Hey.
for fuck's sakes.
Hey
What?
Adam, I was gonna ask Adam, what do you think the most painful vaccine he's gotten in the military has been?
Fucking anthrax, hands down.
Yeah, I
That
was gonna
shit
say
is
the
like
same thing.
fire in your arm for a week.
an anthrax shot?
And then
Yeah.
you get boosted like every so often.
Yeah, you
And
get
I
the
feel like
first one a week later, you get the second one a month later, you get the third one 2 months later, you get the fourth one.
How long does that shit
I didn't know
last?
that was something that you could
It's-
vaccinate against.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you can. But I've had 3
It was-
courses of anthrax.
Fucking hurt so bad.
Oh yeah.
How long does it last for?
Well, theoretically, once you've had a full round,
I don't know.
you're set for life. You get a booster like every 5 years. But
Uh-huh.
Does it hurt worse than a rabies shot?
I've never had a rabies shot, so I don't know. I can't
Oh.
compare it.
What kind of
But-
shot are we talking about?
Anthrax vaccine.
Oh, fucking hey! Holy shit, that sounds like, dude. I think isn't it like the worse the disease, the worse the fucking shot?
That's the worst thing.
But
Well, anthrax isn't necessarily a disease, right? It's fucking being poisoned.
No, anthrax is a disease.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like you don't just catch it randomly, right? It's like
Well,
No, you
produced.
can. You can.
depends on
You
it
can't-
depends on your environment.
Yeah, anthrax exists in the wild. It comes from livestock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
I thought it
they-
was like some kind of chemical.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
Yeah.
a biological
No,
weapon.
it was just weaponized at one
Yeah,
point.
weaponized anthrax is worse than like wild anthrax.
Did you finish watching that show, Kenny?
I finished the second episode.
Oh, well. Anyway, spoiler.
Hey man.
They
I was-
found ISIS.
No.
They found
Get
piles
real.
of them making fucking chemical weapons.
Oh. Well, don't give it away, man.
Well, of course they
Well-
would, man. Of course,
Yeah,
wait,
those guys are.
an organization like that is like I'm a dirty fighter, right? Because I'm fucking kind of a small guy. I'll They'll cut you. The ISIS is a small fucking organization, so you're goddamn right. They're probably got air and gas and shit and all kind of things. Don't you think? You guys got quiet. Am I wrong?
Probably. No, I think you're right.
So
They're also
back when I was-
crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, they had a farmer. 2 of his cows caught anthrax, and they destroyed his whole herd. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty nasty stuff.
yeah, like, and the way they did it, like they put them all down, put them in a big pile, lit them on fire, and then buried them like 30 feet in the ground.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did he have to pay for it too?
No, because the CDC quarantined his entire farm. Like he was out of business.
Oh, dude, I had a friend. His mom was in the CDC. He's an old coworker, and his mom worked for the CDC. And he was, fuck, that shit's scary as fuck.
Dude, we were
Shit
just
is out
talking
there.
about Outbreak. Wasn't Outbreak that movie Outbreak? Wasn't that about anthrax,
No,
or was that Ebola?
I think
Ebola.
that was Ebola.
Yeah.
Dude, I mustard gassed myself when I was like 20 by accident.
Oh, you got to do that. You got to be careful when you're doing the pool.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. It was the bathroom. This musician named Scott Miller fucking bought to taunt a couple of us from stealing Cocoa Krispies. He filled up a bathtub full of Cocoa Krispies milk. And then it was a big joke. Haha, that was funny. We were all drunk. Well, like 4 days went by with the milk and the Cocoa Krispies in the tub. And the whole place just fucking stunk. So I was like, okay, I'm going to clean this bathroom today. Got everything out of there. And then the first thing I threw down was the bleach. And so there's bleach all over the tub and the floor. And I let that soak in for a second. And then I went back through it because everything was so filthy and nasty with Tidy Bowl. And
Oh yeah.
Tidy Bowl's main ingredient was ammonia. So the ammonia hit the bleach, and I was in there scrubbing. And I'm lucky I didn't fall out, fucking pass out, and just die in there because it just shocked my lungs and closed them up all of a sudden. And I had to run out of the house. I was in the front yard for like an hour before I went back in.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Can't mix them.
With the pool, I didn't realize how dangerous pool chemicals are. That shit's fucking.
Very
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, you fucking make mustard gas and shit out of that stuff. I'm like, oh,
if you don't mix
okay.
enough chemicals, it doesn't get clean.
The
Yeah.
easiest, the
In the
easiest
military,
weapon to make is chlorine.
Hey, what?
I said the easiest chemical weapon to make is chlorine. Chlorine will do nasty shit to you. Like in its pure form, not watered down. That shit
Yeah.
will keep you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, even watering down, man. You fucking jump in some pools and come out with your eyes all purple and shit.
Oh yeah, they
Especially when you
put
go in the
the
pool.
You don't have to clean your toenails for 2 weeks.
rabies is a 21 shot process. Oof,
What?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And
thought
You know what's crazy? If you catch rabies, you're fucked.
they're big ass needles in your butt too.
Well, unless you get 21 shots, Graham.
Well, I mean, but there's no cure for rabies. Like once you have it, and
Nope.
I've saw some videos, man, that I shouldn't have looked at. And nope, rabies
Really?
is not a good way to go.
Yeah, there was videos on crazy shit. There's periodic rabies videos on crazyshit.com. They're free.
Yeah, I saw Cujo. I know what rabies does. It's the big nice dog meat.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
Yep.
Is
never-
what is
I
the
never-
other one?
with rabies.
Smallpox. The smallpox
Yeah.
vaccine that sucks also.
Smallpox is on the comeback.
To vaccinate for it, essentially they give you cowpox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a nice scar on my arm
That's one of the
from that.
reasons that it's back on the rise is because of all these anti-vax fuckers.
Yep, a lot of shit's coming back because of that shit.
I
Yes,
always
I'm
get rid of
vaccinated.
Chicken pox, man, because I had chicken pox real bad, and my mom made me get it. I was one of those fucking harsh.
Yeah, the good old 80s.
So now you
Dude,
got
my
that.
fucking
That's another
sister
one.
brought him home and gave them to me. I wanted to kick her ass so bad.
Chicken
That's another
pox.
one that sticks with you
Yeah.
for life. And like you'll carry it forever, right? But you only have the possibility of one other outbreak. And if you outbreak again when you're an adult, supposedly it's the worst.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
catching chicken pox as an adult is really bad for you.
Chickenpox as an adult is called shingles.
Shingles, yep. I had a
Fuck.
I had a boss that came down with it at like 48.
Oh, my mom just got shingles.
He was down for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, my mom's been.
I remember when I had it when I was a kid, dude. It's vivid. It's so painful. Like in most of those memories, you don't really remember when you're 6 and 7 years old, dude. But it was so painful. I remember like insisting on sleeping on this corduroy couch so I could just scratch myself by rolling over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember sitting in a bathtub full of ice.
Oh yeah, the oatmeal shit too. Oatmeal.
Oh yeah,
What was it? Calamine lotion?
calamine lotion.
Oh, that shit was nasty. It got all fucking dried on your skin.
Yeah.
It made you itch even worse.
Ugh.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know if I've ever had chicken pox. I know I've had the vaccine. I just don't
No,
know. If I've
you
ever had
haven't.
If you don't know, then you didn't, because you
Yeah.
remember.
it. Oh. Yeah,
had
then I don't think I did.
chickenpox when I was like 4, and I remember having that shit.
We're lucky we survived.
Yeah, I was in 3rd grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
so bad. Dude, a lot of the little like circular scars on our bodies, that's where it's even today, like 30, 40 years old, dude, it still lasts till today. You can find your chickenpox scars when you have them.
Oh wow. No, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope you don't get it as an adult because it's like 50 million times worse.
I'm just gonna
and to think,
smoke weed all
parents-
day.
our
Yeah,
parents
think
gave
if you
us
had
that.
like mosquito bites everywhere, but like the worst mosquito
I
bites
just-
ever,
I
and then
just get
times
really-
that by like 10.
Drunk every
Okay.
single fucking day, all day.
I got a story about shingles.
About what?
About shingles. Like the adult chicken pox.
Yep.
So my wife's a nurse, and I guess one of the patients that they had never told anybody that they had shingles, and eventually it came out, and this person had been seen by like multiple nurses. So as a precaution, like the entire family, everyone's families had to use this cream for like a week, had to wash every bit of like clothing, bedding, everything in the house multiple times and put stuff in bags. 'Cause I guess whatever the germ is can only live for like a couple days. And then it'll die. So we had to like wash all the blankets in like the hottest water and bleach and ammonia for like 2 or 3 weeks. And it fucking sucked. It was awful.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that's when we went over to your house and you had everything in like
Yep.
you kind of quarantined your house off.
Yeah, we quarantined our house off for like, it was a good 3 weeks.
Here I am telling you, I've never had chicken pox. I was hanging out at your fucking house during the shingles
Yeah.
outbreak.
Luckily, like, nothing ever happened, but
Yeah.
it fucking sucks. And we were like, hey, guess
You know,
what?
another thing that freaks me out is a lot of old time diseases that used to just kill off thousands of people, right?
Like the plague?
You can get it and then go to the doctor and be fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda
You go
crazy.
to the doctor, they give you some medicine. It's like,
Yeah. Like, for instance, on Skid Row in Los Angeles for the past 3 years, Black Plague is there now.
Yep.
Again. And the motherfuckers get it and just go get treated at the free clinic and everything's cool.
yeah, the Bay Area's got a plague problem.
Yeah. They're starting to find resistant strains of the plague. It's changed and it's resistant to their vaccines now.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I can see that big time. Because they won't fucking clean that area up. It's just festering.
No.
They don't even move it. They can move it and then clean that old area up. They don't even do that, man. So it's just all.
Downtown LA is so infested with rats, they had to evacuate a whole city building because the health department went in there and said, yeah, nobody can be in here. This is disgusting.
There's other shit in there
Oof.
too, man. Like stuff that we know exists and has been existing, but just stuff we don't tolerate lingering, like Giardia and shit, just lingering throughout the whole fucking block, or however big Skid Row is. I'm sure it's several blocks by now.
Oh, yeah, easily. At least, I don't know.
And there's
500
been, there's been humanitarians and reporters and shit that go down there to talk to the homeless and come out of there with fucking plague. Just fucking from going in there for a half hour.
It's not a place you want to hang out for any amount of time.
Because like what happened, like Black Plague is basically rats that are infected with several different things, getting bit by fleas, and then that same flea goes to you and bites you.
Yep.
And that's all it takes.
Yep.
Well, like the Bay Area, it's less of a rat problem and more of a human feces issue.
Dude, there's like everywhere. They're just laying on the sidewalk. I'm gonna take a nap right here in front of this like. So lay right here. Go to sleep. All the rich people.
This is a vision I have in my head. A homeless guy in a tent, right? He's getting bit by fleas that bite rats all day long. And then, with your story, he's got socks on that he's been wearing for about a week. And he gets up to go outside and piss, and then pisses on the ground that the rats are shitting on, that the fleas have been biting, and then goes back into his tent, goes to sleep, and rubs his socks all over everything.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Oh, my God.
That's except it's like, dozens of homeless guys.
It's more than dozens. It's a few hundred.
It's starting to move up. Portland and Eugene are also having a issue with homelessness.
Don't say.
That's because you've
Fucking Portland.
inherited SoCal's people that think that all these people are just fine without.
The liberal capitals of the fucking West Coast right there.
Oh yeah.
That's what that is.
Actually, we just had a homeless guy squatting in one of my neighbor's yards like today.
We found a homeless guy dead in front of one of my clients last week on their board.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's why your server's not working.
Dude, I just rolled up into a regular visit and there's a dead guy laying on the fucking porch.
I gotta say though, man, if I was homeless and I had tried my hardest to fucking get back up, pick myself back up for like 4 years, maybe would be my limit, I'd probably be shitting in your yard. I don't give a fuck. I'd just be like, end it.
That's kind of the thing though, right? There's like resources for people who are trying to claw their way out of homelessness, right? But people don't take advantage of it. Like I can see, bad timing, you lose your job, whatever, and suddenly you find yourself homeless.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing about some of those homeless people that are like, I've been trying for so long.
Right.
I wonder though, like after, in a sense, that can be like a traumatic event, losing your house, everything you own, your wife, your family. Depression could like set in or whatnot.
This isn't a country channel, by the way. We're not.
Let's fly our flag.
Country music. Sorry, bad joke. One person got it.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Country music, you lose your car, your house, your wife, your dog.
Oh yeah, see, I don't listen to country music, whatever. But I'm just saying, like in all reality, this person probably gets into like a depressive mode, and then it's harder to function, and they probably need some like psychological type help at that point.
Well, but there's
absolutely
people can go see.
It can be hard to admit that you need it. I mean, I don't know, especially if like everything was going so well and it all came crashing down, and it might even make him feel as less of a person to seek that kind of help.
Well, having to live on the street, I don't know how much.
I get it. Yeah, digging out of garbage cans doesn't give you a lot of pride. I get it.
It can be fucking hard. I'm sure. I mean, I've employed a lot of people on the road for my father. That were homeless as fuck, man. Just because I heard their story. I'd hear their stories. They'd be like, okay, yeah, you're hired. Like one guy took a gun away from a dude and shot him in the leg with it because he was getting mugged, right? A mugger came up, took the mugger's gun, shot him in the leg with it. And he seemed all shady as fuck. But he was like pleading for a job. And he told me that story about shooting the dude in the leg. And he got a job, man. And that dude's still on the same circuits today.
Yeah.
Doing good.
My thing is, if illegal immigrants can come up here and find jobs, fucking homeless people can find a job.
Yes and no, but okay, sure, the homeless guy can go down to McDonald's, but he still can't pay rent. He still can't pay for like half of the things that he used to pay for. Like,
Well, yeah, this is true.
with the cost of living versus what people are paying. And then, like, I don't know about out there, but like I find out here, you know, people graduate from high school, they get a job, and they move to the job. Like, jobs here in Michigan kind of suck. Like, there aren't good careers. I mean, there's a few, but for the most part, they're taken. Everybody here leaves and ends up going someplace else. So, like, in this little micro community here, if you're in a sense stuck in it, in a sense, there's only so much you can do. Sure, you got to start at the bottom and work your way up. But at the same time, it might be part of their depression and hopelessness of like, well, it doesn't matter. I can go work 2 full-time jobs and still barely be able to make rent, still not be able to, get a car or pay my cell phone or gas, electric. I get it though. A roof, whether or not you have gas and electric, is better than none.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, it might be part of this whole like whirlwind thing into like a hole of depression.
Yeah, a lot of the issue over here is the West Coast has ridiculously high cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what though? That's starting to be everywhere.
I saw an
It's-
article that said New York should follow California for housing costs or something like that. Like saying that like it was cheap in California. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like,
No, okay.
Only-
so when
only
I was out
comparably.
there, it depends on where you go. Like I did notice that prices can change insanely, but like I want to say it was either Hermosa Beach or Redondo Beach. I was in that area, and I just opened the app just to check it out, dude. And they wanted shit like $5,000 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Then it went in to say very explicitly, you must be able to show the income, blah, 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 blah. Your income has to be 3 times rent. So you're telling me for that 1-bedroom apartment, I have to show $15,000 a month to pay my $5,000 a month rent,
Yep.
and there's
Yeah.
no parking.
I know
Yeah.
it sounds silly because once you live out west for a long time, you get attached to it hardcore, more so than the East Coast for sure. I've been out there, and but if you don't like the fucking prices of things, the only logical reason, trust me, is to move east. That's it. The further east you get, the cheaper things get, and the more grand they get.
There was a survey in the paper recently that something like 52% of the population of California has debated leaving. Like,
It's just a
I
smart.
can see it, but it's
yeah, we have like
The problem is the other
Man,
48% moved to Oregon.
right?
I don't know if I could leave California.
I don't know. I almost wish I would have moved out here when I was younger, but I'm glad that I'm here now, and I never want to leave.
I mean, legit, if you're gonna be homeless, SoCal is the place to fucking do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that probably is what keeps people, the weather, from being homeless and on the streets everywhere here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheap as fuck out here and everything, but it's got its drawbacks. I mean, like Bible Belt bullshit, and I mean, high taxes. Taxes are high, but wages are high too, and rent and commodities are dirt cheap, dude.
Right.
Cheap.
Well, that's what I was telling my mom because we were talking about this. I'm like, except for the cost of housing and gas, living here isn't that much more expensive than anywhere else.
No.
It's that those two
The
things
only thing that I notice
more expensive.
different whenever I leave and travel somewhere else is the price of gas. That is the only thing that I notice a difference in.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Yeah, price of gas. We're at 2 and change right now.
Yeah,
Right.
and here
Or
it's
something.
what, almost $5
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah. But, it just so happens that those are your 2 biggest budget items are transportation and housing.
Yeah. And granted, even though taxes are high, like I pay 10%, but hey, it's easy to do the math, at least.
Right.
The bright side.
I've noticed that Church's Chicken is the same price almost everywhere I go. So I can still get a 2-piece and it costs me the same thing.
Yeah.
Does Church's Chicken have an offering plate when you go in there and shit?
A Popeye's Chicken has a giant Popeye statue.
Got to eat spinach.
Yeah. So I'm pretty pissed off, man. So when I was in Mississippi, I wanted a 3-piece meal, right? So I want 2 breasts and a leg. That's all I want, just 2 pieces. I'll get my food. I'll go back to my room in my hotel. And I'll sit down. I'm gonna watch some Netflix and eat my chicken and be happy, right? I open the box and there's 2 fucking pieces of chicken in there. There's 1 breast, 1 leg, and I was so mad. But the church is just so far away, like 2 miles.
It's like, where's my chicken?
I don't even know if it was worth going back because my food would have been cold. Fucking
That's
all I
fucking
wanted
funny.
was chicken, and I only got 2.
Man, after the whole chicken fiasco, like fucking Popeyes and Chick-fil-A fiasco, I went over and started hunting, like trying everybody's chicken sandwiches. Like Shoney's sucks ass. Ruby Tuesdays is terrible because they just make the chicken sandwich, which is like a real hard breading with their recipe, and they dump hot sauce all over it. So that's a loser. And then one thing led to another, and I got to Burger King's spicy chicken sandwich. And dude, that's the only contender. You should go try it, dude. The Burger King.
Isn't it like $1? Isn't the chicken sandwich at Burger King like $1?
No, it's like value meal, like $3 without the meal and shit, and like $1 more for the meal. But it's got that Chick-fil-A shit on it. Like the breading's like crispy but easy to chew. There's no like hard pieces, and it's the perfect spice. Kind of like
What up, baby Brandy?
Wendy's is always a contender, dude.
I went to Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, gas is fucking expensive, LA Jixer.
Like the first time I'd eaten there in probably 6 months, and it was pretty good. I was surprised at like how tasty my chicken sandwich was.
I still haven't had that.
Their ranch dressing fucking sucked.
I still like KFC though.
God damn.
I
don't own a vehicle that doesn't run off premium to boot.
Yeah, that's just expensive. I think I spent one day I went to get gas and it was $5. It was the one where was it? It was by the airport. $5 a gallon. I think I spent like $22, $23 to fill up my fucking bike. I was like, this is crazy.
This
is crazy.
It cost me $18 to fill up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You might as well have a car.
Dude, I had a friend that's not my friend anymore, but when he was, he tried to help me out and shit, and I've been doing this practice ever since. He claimed that, he transported gas, and he claimed that they made him fill up, I think it was Shell gas that he worked for, but they made him fill up premium in both the premium and plus tanks. So don't ever get premium, just get plus, because he said it was the same shit.
Oh.
I don't think that's the case.
But it wasn't premium. The premium was plus. You understand?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Well, I just go E85, whatever, or E87, whatever E87 or 97, 91, 91.
90.
Whatever 91 is here.
Get the 91.
It depends on what I'm driving. Like if I'm riding a bike, I'll go 100% gas because I have privilege.
I put the lowest in the car just because the car actually shows you use E85 minimum. So I'm like, fuck it. You get E85. I'm tired of spending $70.
Yeah, use it. You get the cheap gas.
I like
the cheap gas, exactly.
I also use that 100% gas.
I'll definitely go to the
lawn
car.
shit. Like
I won't do that.
my mower and shit. You should do that too, man. I do anyway. But
Use E85 or the lower one.
Just as the highest octane gas you can in your lawnmower and shit too, and mix your fucking 2-stroke with it as well. Everybody I know just throws a regular gas in their lawnmower, even though it's a piece of shit. Who cares about your lawnmower? Well, fuck, it's a small engine, and those things are finicky.
Yeah, all my small engines also get premium just because if I run out, if one of the cars run out, I don't want like the wife to come fill up my car with 85.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing. Making sure that everything in your fucking place is the same, so you can use it if you can. Universal fucking fuel.
Well, like the Outback's a freaking turbo, the BRZ is a really high compression, and then the motorcycles are all finicky European bitches.
You know what my main motivation to do that was? I feel terrible admitting this, but it's my fucking neighbors, dude. these people are snobby rich dicks. So if they ask you like, oh, what kind of filter you're running in your AC? And it's not right. They're like, oh. So it's like, I fucking just started fucking trying to be cool. Trying to do everything right in the rich way.
How does that sound go again? Just them gasping like I'm appalled.
Oh my god, you're running the Filtrete 3000 instead of the 5.
The peasant's air.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. Motherfucker asked me how long I watered my lawn. If it was a good 5 minute or a 15-minute deep soak. Like, what? Put water on it.
Next thing you know, we'll be telling you need to give your grass a bath bomb.
Yeah.
I fucking wouldn't be surprised.
That's a funny sound. I can't even get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
yes.
next grade up.
Seafoam's good stuff.
So I've been writing prank calls for the 28th for the next month, Monday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing well.
You getting ideas?
Oh, I got enough now to, because we won't be doing it the whole live stream, so I got enough now to just call it quits because I could fill the whole live stream with ridiculous calls that are borderline illegal.
Yeah. Prank calls are pretty good.
They're dangerous. That's why I don't like doing them. But if I'm brave enough to do them, they can be crazy, hilarious. And I think, by the 28th, I'll be ready to rip some.
Did you see the one where they some telemark or fake bill collector tried to call like the chief of police and threatened to have her arrested?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, she recorded she was in the office in her uniform talking to a scammer who was threatening to call the police on her if she didn't pay.
That's actually one of the ideas I have written down, calling scam organizations, calling the Indians back.
Yeah, call them back from their voicemails. Oh, we're coming from Microsoft.
I got a couple numbers to call centers that.
You just be like, you're Nigerian. Promise me money. Where is it?
Huh?
I want to talk to the prince.
I want to talk to Samson.
Samson. Oh, shit. So who's playing Call of Duty on their phone, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody? Anybody?
Negative.
Oh, it's not
Whoever
bad,
says
it's
they're
not
not
bad.
lies.
Lies! Yeah.
I had
It's not
Jehovah's
bad.
Witnesses this week.
How'd that go? I saw some. Who's the one that goes house to house on their bikes?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh,
And,
yeah, I saw them this morning. Out
Mormons.
there. Or
Harry
Mormons.
Mormons do that too, and Harry Krishna's Mormons, and Jehovah's Witnesses.
The most common is the Mormons.
Yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses around here come in black SUVs apparently.
Oh, they fancy.
Wow.
Tell them something highly offensive. They'll stop coming.
Just open the door naked.
I try to be fucking tread lightly about some of that stuff because you never know who you're talking to. You know, they could be Jehovah's Witnesses as well and everything. But everybody in all religions know, if you're a good person anyway, not to push your shit on anything. And going door to door, straight up pushing your shit on people, man.
Yeah.
And I saw an old meme a long time ago, and I'm still going to practice it because it would be great to get on videotape, where you invite them in and say, we'll play like poker or whatever. And then the winner, like if the Jehovah's Witnesses win, I'll get saved. If I win, they got to fucking get tattooed by me.
Ugh.
Tattoo upside down cross or something like that.
Upside down cross.
Just any tattoo for a Jehovah's Witness is bad.
Right?
They don't even do birthdays. They don't do anything, right?
Yeah,
So
so
that
my-
would turn them
my
away.
wife,
That would turn
Jehovah.
them away right away, right? They wouldn't entertain that offer, so they would just go, right?
It's some of the stories that she tells are it's crazy. Like it's hard to believe that's like a thing.
What's the thing?
Joseph Smith.
Just some of the stories that like she tells, like about like when she was a kid, and that she got pulled into like whoever they're like she went, and they're like, tell me about.
You're like breaking up again.
I know, it's just me.
Right at the important parts.
Right? I was like getting all into the story.
I know, right?
I'm so excited to hear.
Yeah, I was like getting into the story, and then he's like starts breaking up and roboting. I'm like, damn it!
You get all the connecting words, but all the actual action words don't come through.
It's like, let me tell you how to make 1,000, and that's how you make the money.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with third off against the Baptists
Thank you.
years ago.
That's why you're texting.
But I was legitimately mad. It was like a legitimate cops kind of thing, or I just happened to have my shirt off. And they pulled up, and I asked if it was about church, and they said yes, and I told them to fuck off. I was yelling at my wife. It was classic redneck shit. I was disturbed then, though. That was before I was on medication and stuff, before I figured out the world.
Ken.
Yo, I'm here.
The
But
thing
my-
I
Oh,
don't
that might work.
It's a
The thing I don't understand is like the Jehovah's Witnesses believe it's like 100 million people are going to be saved. So why you
Yeah.
keep adding to your numbers?
There's only a handful
Right.
of space left.
You're gonna run out of space.
It's
Yeah,
a very
apparently everybody wants
specific
tigers.
number. I can't remember what it is offhand, but yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
specific number.
They all have such ridiculous claims, man. Every stretch of them, every side of them. My favorite thing to do with the Bible Thumper is show them a magic trick, do a magic trick, and then say, "Do you think that was real?" They obviously say no. And it's like, "Why are you trying to convince me that a zombie walked on water then?"
Reminded me of my mom.
It's a really easy trick to do, and they're usually, I'm sorry, but they're usually young people, which means that they have inferior minds. So it's easy to do that and them not have a response.
Yeah.
They won't.
Oh
have,
yeah.
and
Well,
you can kind of shush them away after that.
well, like the Mormons are required to do a mission when they turn. I think it's like between 18 and 22,
Yeah.
and they have to do a 2-year mission. It's required of them.
You say 2 years?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 2-year mission.
Remember, also,
Fuck.
these little fucks are very impressionable, so you can lead them out of it too while they're trying to get you to get saved or whatever they're asking. It's easy for you to fucking say, "Why you want to be saved, man? Have a beer," because they're impressionable little fucks. They don't even know what they're doing. Hell, some of them are probably getting.
Are you back, Kenny?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Your camera's on. Looking at.
Oh, I'm looking at the
Oh,
junk on my
there he is.
Surprise, bitch.
Oh, what was your? What are you in the garage still? Are you still
Yeah,
doing
man.
tune?
I'm still fucking with this thing.
Oh, you're using the
Uh,
Beats now, huh? They work with the new phone.
No, I'm using the.
Oh, those
the
are that
Sony.
other phone. Yeah.
My headphone collection is growing.
How's the weather out there right now?
It's nice and chilly. It feels good. It's definitely hoodie weather.
I bet you can tell the weather there by what headphones he's wearing.
Well, once it
You
dropped 70 degrees, below 80 degrees, I went back to hoodies. So
You need to finish your story, sir. You had a
I
story.
can't remember what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. But it's, my wife tells us crazy stories about like just how like she like had to go in front of church elders and tell stories about something that happened at school because somebody ratted her out, or just trying to like hide the different things that teenagers normally do, because it would go against everything that her family was doing, and just like how it drove like the family apart because I think her dad didn't fall in line with the whole Jehovah's Witness thing, but her mother did. And then like when all the kids decided, like, hey, this is fucking stupid, and people get executed. It's a weird. It seems like a weird dynamic to grow up in.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, the Mormons are the same way. They
You
like
know, Michael Jackson
the
was-
church elders would pull us in and be like, "What's so and so doing at school?" or "What's so and so doing outside of church?" Like making us spy on other church members. And
He's doing the lines off of her ass.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
so
think
my-
churches are cult-like, man.
I'm
well,
so
those
sorry,
those
Adam.
two, the Mormons and this Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Jehovah's Witnesses are very like on the edge of what's called the bite model that determines whether something's a cult or not. And they're like right there on the line.
Yeah.
So wait, does that make the Amish your cult?
Well, what is it? Was it Joe Rogan was talking to some fucking spiritualist one day, and they figured out the difference between a cult and a religion. And it was basically that, I mean, a cult worships one person, thinks that he is divinity, and is going to follow him until the end. A religion is one person, or the people think that one person is divinity, and they're going to follow him to the end. The difference is, in a cult, the guy's alive.
Mhm.
Oh, well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's Steve Hassan. That's the guy who came up with the bite model.
But I feel like even though that person isn't here, it's somehow or another, and I'm sure some have good intentions, but I'm sure some don't. But it comes down to more or less the priest. The priest then has an impression on these people
Yeah.
because these people
Coward
put him on a
Katana, what
pedestal,
up,
and they're
man?
like, "You're closer to God than I am."
There's on tour you can get many, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different templates on how to start a cult.
Did you? There's those interviews with pastors and shit. They buy like jets and shit. There was this one where
Right,
he
those
was
are
doing
probably
his
the
video
shady
show.
ones.
He was doing his show and he was talking about why pastors needed fucking private jets
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
I needed to get closer to God.
Yeah, I couldn't do this on a normal plane. Da, da, da. I was like, oh my
He said,
god.
imagine trying to figure out the word of God while you're in a long tube full of
Yeah.
food. It's like, so your congregation are just a bunch of demons? It's like, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I need a jet, all right? I need a jet.
There's that
guy is
one.
crazy too, man. When he fucking gets
Is that,
serious, the dude gets demonized.
Kenneth
the part
Copeland. That's Kenneth
you
Copeland
hear
is
a
the
lot
guy.
of you guys on TV on Sundays. I haven't seen any really too many of those over on this side of the world.
I was in a passion play, like the only contact I ever had with the church, like going to the church, aside from following some girls in high school to a church, just to try to get laid. But when I wanted to be in a church, it's because I was pursuing acting, and one of the auditions that my agent sent me to was this passion play at this fucking Baptist church, man. And the dude, he called himself Reverend Corky Bell. And he was like Mr. fucking Rolex watch, gold rings, and nice suit and shit. And he directed this fucking passion play. And I played the little paraplegic boy. And I got picked because I was good at shaking my hands. That was it. So I got on the stage. My parents came to the performance. And I did my paraplegic thing, which was fucking kind of fucked up. Anyway, think about today. If I was like someone acting like they're paraplegic on stage, that would probably be pretty anti-Semitic. But anyway, at the end of the play, instead of just handing out an offering plate or just doing a fucking thing, he handed out Kentucky Fried Chicken buckets covered in gold foil. Like a lot of them. And people were filling these fucking things up, man. My parents fucking just pushed the Kentucky Fried Chicken buckets aside and jerked me off stage and left. And after like the period of a couple years, they explained to me why that was fucked up. But ever since then, I've been like, yeah, church is fucked up. It's definitely a moneymaker.
I realized church was fucked up when I saw my pastor coming out of the strip club after Sunday school.
Yeah.
Rolling up, smelling like booty.
Do what?
Rolling up, smelling like booty and Hennessy.
No, we used to every once in a while we'd skip church to go get ice cream, and there was a strip club across the street. One time we missed the bus to get back home, and so we had to like fess up and call one of our parents to come get us. And we're sitting there and waiting on our ride. Fucking our Sunday school pastor comes walking out of the fucking strip club. We're like, yeah, done with that shit. Like, obviously he doesn't believe it. Why should we?
I don't know. It's in an old video of mine, older video, where I ride past this church on my left, and then I can show you guys where the pastor lives right across the street, and he's got a brand new Corvette in the driveway.
Yep. Well, and some of those churches get ridiculous with your donations, man. There's churches that require like 50% of your income. And shit.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm
Fuck outta
giving
here.
50% of my money
That's what
away.
Get the
I'm
fuck
saying,
outta
that's
here.
cult-like. They're
Yeah.
just trying to talk them into giving them large sums of money so they can go and buy these jets.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what's that
Look at
one
Scientology.
cult, the NXM one, that Hollywood one?
Nexium one?
Nexium. That shit is crazy. Like, how do they
What's-
talk
what's
people into
the- what's
doing
the-
that shit? Thank you.
Nexium's the one where they had movie stars recruiting chicks for this dude.
Wait, you said you have movie stars recruiting chicks who were really dudes?
Remember? You ever watch Smallville? No. You ever watch Smallville?
No, that's a Superman thing, right?
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
don't-
one of the
no.
actresses on there became part of this cult, and be careful here because I got the kids here. But basically, there was the head guy, right, of this cult, and he
Mhm.
recruited these Hollywood actresses and
Mhm.
branded them, and their job was to go recruit other women for sex.
Oh, that sounds
Like-
legit.
And then that was their way to be saviors. But they labeled it as a women's like mental health organization. So they would find women that were like struggling mentally, had
Oh, that's
And-
that sounds funny.
Bad.
That-
That's fucked up.
that-
Preying
that-
on the weak, huh?
yeah, and they would prey on them, and they would bring them in as we're gonna help. But then it turned into something else. So yeah, she's going to prison, dude. A lot of them are
Yeah.
going to prison.
Muriel did some pretty famous daughters.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that sounds really fucked up. Yeah, you can't prey on people that need help. That's wrong.
yeah.
That's what cults do. They don't go after normal people.
That in there. Thanks, Ghost.
You're welcome.
They went in prison for a long time. Fucking
Man,
thing.
it gets
Well,
fucking,
they do it.
it gets cold as shit in this room, dude.
I wish it was cold here.
Maybe there's a ghost in there. Maybe you should let them ghost hunter people come in.
You should let them in.
They'll put up and and then it'll keep it warm.
It's just underground.
You know what it is? It says it's 63 here. I'm calling bullshit, but that also
a
could
lot.
be that I've been drinking this all night.
Dude, I rode home last night at like midnight.
Are you gonna bring that tomorrow?
Outside, it was cold as fuck.
Dude, you just
Are
wait here in about a month. All the fucking I'm not a fucking Democrat or a Republican, but all the Republicans are gonna be like, "Where's the global warming?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking 44 here.
Holy shit! It's 45 here.
Jesus Christ, that's cold.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, I'm fucking freezing.
I'm chilling at 80 in the mountains, man. For some reason, it's hotter here than it was hotter here yesterday than it was in Las Vegas, which is really weird. There's 85 in Las Vegas, it's 93 here.
You just got sympathy chills.
I may take a picture. Instruction.
Everybody's all worried about it.
I'm not gonna lie, Kenny. I'm not looking forward to fucking working on the bike. You know what I'm learning?
You ain't do shit. You
I
don't
have this video idea that I want to make, and it's about working on your bike. And it's like I feel like there's this romantic notion of a man or woman in their garage working on their bike, has the music on, just fucking greasy
that sounds like me
hands,
today.
getting shit done and finishing it. you know, and it's like, oh yeah, boom, I fucking did all this work. But then there's my version, and then every fucking time I go in, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this and this, and it's gonna be chill. I'm gonna have my music. I'll drink a beer out there, da 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 da. And then I go out there, and the bolts fucking strip. Nothing fucking works. It doesn't fucking bolts don't come off. I lose a bolt. I can't find the tool that I need, and it turns
to be
into
honest,
this
that
fucking
sounds
huge.
more like it.
Man, it sounds like
Bro, I fucking
losing
hate.
your virginity versus being a fucking Mac.
I hate fucking working on my bike. I'm learning this.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
See, that's
him watching his best friend fix his bike.
What? Wait, what'd you say?
I thought your version was going to be you watching Kenny fix your bike.
Hey, Kenny offered. Kenny offered to to do this. He literally texted me. He goes, "Hey, when you get your chain and stuff, just bring it over, bring it to work. I'll drop my bike off. I'll take your bike and I'll change it for you." And I was like, "But I want to make a video out of it." I should have just let you do it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know that newer bike, like anything over like 2012. It seems like that's fuel injected. It's like, man, that's easy shit. It's like just really routine maintenance. So it's like a give and take. You want to work on your bikes and you get a fucking carb or two. You know, you can fix it in a pinch, but you get that morning where it's cold as fuck and your bike won't start.
That's my Triumph. My Triumph has problems starting in the cold. When it starts hitting 30s, that bitch does not like to start.
So it should come down to which would you prefer, not being able to fix your bike but it being more reliable, or being able to fix your bike and it not starting every fucking. So
that's how I ended up with a GSX.
So wait, your Triumph has a hard time starting in the cold, and it has a hard time starting when it's hot?
It pretty much has a hard time starting.
Listen, Linda.
So
No.
when
When it's cold, it has a hard time starting. It had a problem starting when it was hot, but that was because it needed a new stator, and that's been fixed. Now it just leaks oil.
On your GSX?
No, on the Daytona.
Oh, gotcha.
I haven't been in the 30s on the GSX yet, so we'll find out soon.
Everybody's all disappointed when they think it's the GSX. Now that it's Daytona, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm a Suzuki owner too. I'm just like, yes, go Suzuki. Thank God it was the Daytona.
Hey, I'm super proud of myself. I just finished the first auto tune session, and I didn't blow my shit up. So I'm gonna try the rest of this again tomorrow.
Nice.
How many more times do you have to do it?
About 4.
So what do you have to do?
Basically, just write it, copy all the files, open it up, and then I guess it compresses everything into one, and then just save it. That's really just it. But the instructions are confusing.
What up, particle coconut? Particular coconut. I said particle. Man, this stuff is good, man. That's what I'm fucking telling you.
The changes that it recommends will be less and less, and then I'll be done.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kenny, were you asking if I was bringing this tomorrow?
Yeah, I was, because that would be totally unfair if you were not.
I wasn't, because I got to ride home.
You know what? No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I got dogs.
Yeah, nope. That's all right.
Just rent a Tesla bike. Uber a Tesla bike.
Dude, I'm not lying. I have been literally debating on the Tesla when I pay off my car because I'm like, I could drive to work and then not really have to drive.
Play Call of Duty.
Yeah, I can play Call of Duty on my phone. I can read a book. I can play the fucking Nintendo Switch. All while driving to work.
Don't get carried away. Before you get carried away with that shit, YouTube, Tesla, autopilot crashes, shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Did you see that guy there was a video of a guy who called his car and then it got pulled over and they had no driver in it?
No.
That movie was that good?
Yeah, it was like yesterday or the day.
Yeah, they added. They released a new firmware update apparently that allows people to start calling their cars when they're parked, and so it'll drive to you. And so he did that,
Dude,
and
that's
I guess
awesome.
the car got pulled over because it ran a stop sign.
Runs over like 4 people on the way.
Huh?
Runs over like 4 people on the way.
It ran over 5 children.
It's not my fault.
Dude, that'd be a good way to deliver cocaine. You just
Right?
put it in the
Put it in
car.
the car.
And
I'm
like
not gonna say.
have-
I don't say anything.
Well, there is an idea in the future where, like, let's say you have a Tesla and and the self-driving is good enough that you can, while you're at work, you put it on Uber and it goes and it drives people where they need to go, and you make money while you're at work. Extra money because your car's out doing shit.
that's like overwhelming my brain.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Uber, rent a fucking Tesla so it can autopilot everywhere. Fuck.
Ooh. And then
Wait,
all you
what?
have to sit
I didn't
back
hear
and
what you said.
That just
That's
sounds like, hey, you want to make money and then maybe kill 2 people a day?
I don't know. I like the idea of never having to pay for airport
I
parking.
mean, if that's possible, then
You don't have
why?
to pay for airport parking with a Tesla?
Well,
Dude,
like, if you go to the airport and then you tell the car to go home,
Oh shit!
Dude,
Or
if
just-
and then when you get back, you're like, "Hey,
Wait.
pick me up."
hold
Your
on.
car just shows up.
That's fucking. I didn't even think of that.
There's a
Yo,
huge
when I picked up Tara from the airport the other day, I was literally parked in the fucking lot for like less than an hour. It was like almost fucking $10.
Yeah,
Like-
airport parking is ridiculous.
listen, there's a huge contradiction going on there, man. If this is all possible and an Uber's fucking doing it and it's legal to fucking do blah blah blah, then why are they fucking making a big deal about people sleeping in it? Because sitting
No,
in the,
it's not there yet. That's the concept for.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering
That's
if
where
I
that's where it's headed. Like eventually, it's going to get to a point where you're going to be able to do that. That's not where it's at now. They're not there yet.
I'm just
I
wondering.
mean, don't get me wrong. That's great, but you know they're gonna start at when that happens. They're gonna lose so much revenue from like their parking lots and stuff like that. The extra costs that they're losing, are gonna be made up someplace else.
I'm just wondering if you can send it through the drive-through and like FaceTime the speaker.
No,
Well, no,
just
you
throw-
just you just use your app to pay
Oh,
for it right there.
Fucking $8 so we can go have lunch, right, Ghost?
Oh yeah, we went to lunch. Well, we parked at a mall. So there's
Yeah.
a mall in San Diego that really isn't. It's kind of sad, but it's not. It's like an old school mall, like big, but it like it's really just used for a parking lot now. There's like no stores in there. But we paid $8 for was it an hour?
Yeah, it was
Parking?
$8. Parking sucks, man. That's
Mm,
I wish you could just
the
Uber
movie
it and be
theater
like, hey,
closed.
hey, car, like just go drive around for a while and come back in like 45 minutes.
So that movie theater closed.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so it's not there
That's-
anymore.
That sucks.
They're
Yeah, that-
apparently they're gonna turn that mall into like
When I came
business offices and shit.
Yeah.
The revenue is coming from enterprise that save costs and having drive OEM to commercial vehicles autopilot.
They keep that mall open is coming from drugs, pretty sure, because there ain't no
Yeah,
stores.
yeah.
There ain't no stores in there.
Now, I was looking up Teslas. I mean, you can lease a Tesla for like $400 a month, which isn't bad.
Hey, Ghost, go online and register to win the Kawasaki, the KFX 250. Might win a bike. They're giving it away tomorrow at 2. If you get here at like 2, we'll be done with your bike by then. And we
Where-
can go.
At South Bay site?
Yeah. Like, as soon as you get here, we'll start this shit and fucking bang it out in like an hour.
I don't want to hang out there all day, though.
No, but they're giving it away at 2. So if we get there at like 1:30, we can still win.
All right, where's the fucking sign up?
I'm on their Instagram right now. I'm gonna win this fucking bike, and then I'm gonna trade it in and
Oh,
then
it's
let
on
it sit on.
Instagram.
Yeah, then I'm gonna let it sit there in their showroom floor forever, just like the other bike. Dude, that shit's hilarious. So the guy at their last thing won this fucking bike, right? And then 2 months ago, I went in there. I saw it sitting on the showroom floor. It's got a custom paint, so you know that's it. He traded it in for something else.
Yeah, it was a pretty. It was. What was it?
I don't even know what this bike is, but they're
I
showing
thought
it
they were
on their
giving away an
Instagram page.
R6.
No, it's a little dirt bike thing.
Why are they always
250,
giving away speed and strength helmets? Though those shits are garbage.
Cheap
yeah.
and they're garbage.
I need a new helmet. I'm looking at a new helmet and a new GoPro.
Yeah, I'm scrolling away.
Oh, dude, if you
that
look
8
close,
looks.
you can see us go.
What'd you say?
I said if you look in this video close enough, you can see us
What video?
on South Bay on the video
The second
of
video?
of them giving away this bike. If you look in the
Oh.
crowd, you can see my fat head.
Oh
You're-
yeah. It's funny. So we went to last time. Tony Carbajal was at the Sat Delama or whatever, and he was doing his fucking show or whatever. And then he like came over and like said what up to me while we were standing there. And the dude next to us was like, "What the?"
that was cool.
The dude next to us was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, why is he coming over to talk to him?"
Yeah.
I
Like,
thought
why
it
are
was
you
pretty funny.
special?
Yeah, I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm always trying to get on the other side though, but no one ever lets me. At least he took the
You
camera
won't.
for a little bit.
You're not that cool.
Yeah,
I've
apparently.
had that happen a couple times at bike shows, Vision Force a little bit. They, are you from the back road? I just say no. But then
You say no?
Yeah, I always say no. I don't know what you're talking about. But then the person next to me is like, "Wait, that's crazy. Why'd you say that? That's awesome. He knew who you were." Then I sticker bomb their cars or their fucking bike.
I had a guy hit me up. I went downtown. There's this coffee shop, and this guy like knew who I was, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my bike out there." Da da da. And then like next time we were walking by downtown, I dropped the key tag in his bike and I put it under his seat, under his little seat thing. And then he like messaged me. He's like, "Oh my god, thanks for the thing." All I could think about like, yeah, but you still charge me for coffee, asshole.
Making more than 100 YouTube videos on YouTube is very weird like that. Like when you realize you're just doing it, you're always doing it for social media, just to, fucking be funny or be social with your buddies. But like YouTube, when you get over 100 videos, it seems like, and then or so many views, you run into people and it's so awkward. And then that's why dude, Palm Springs in 2017 was so crazy. What the hell was that shit?
What is that noise?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
That's some alien shit.
They're listening. They're listening.
Chuckster got robot parts.
No, I think Adam got electrocuted.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
But it was so weird, like everybody knowing your name and you don't know anybody else's name. It was just a terrible feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's a terrible feeling, but it's.
I keep saying, because even if people would tell you their name, they tell you their name, not like their Instagram handle. And it's like, okay, sorry, your online name. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I know who you are now.
Yeah,
Like, you need
I've
little
had that.
stickers with markers, and everybody's to put their Instagram or social media name on them when they come in.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel that. Like, I've had people come up, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." And they're like, "Yeah, I'm always in the Hangouts." And I'm like,
You're like-
"Oh." And then they're like, "I'm blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh, dude, I'm so
Exactly.
fucking glad to meet you." Because
Exactly.
like, I don't know their name, but then they tell me their IG or their YouTube name or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Now I know who the fuck I'm
Everything
talking
makes
to.
sense now.
SCMM is when I started saying no. When people were like, "Are you back road?" I started saying no. Like the last 50 people that I talked to that day on Friday and Saturday, both days, I said no, I'm not. And then ever since then, I've said no. Because I just feel so bad about not knowing that person because they know me so well. It makes me feel like a dirtbag.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You're gonna, and I think, like, I've had quite a few people come up, right, and so, but not a lot, like Dan or Sub D or any of these other guys that have like just all the time. But that's something you're gonna have to deal with. Is if you're gonna do YouTube is people are gonna know more about you than you know about them.
Yeah,
And they're gonna interact with you. They're gonna interact with you as if they've known you for a long time because they have. 'Cause
They
a lot of times they
feel
watch
that
your
they do,
video.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so from their side, they build this connection. They know you. They know. They kind of know at least what you're putting out. They know who you are, and so they kind of feel like they know you, but you don't know everybody. You don't know them.
They know how my butthole works, and I don't know how theirs is.
Yeah, but that's just part of it, though. That's like one of those things you just kind of have to.
I want to know how.
And you either like just go with it and be like, fuck it. I just have to be that guy that's just like, yep, hey, yo, or you just be like, I don't know.
So this has only happened to me a few times, but in my neighborhood, today I got recognized again at the gas station, and I've realized over the years that I'm kind of an introvert unless I I know people.
Most YouTubers are introverts.
Yeah, well,
Right.
But even in my daily job, I'm talking to people all day long, but it's exhausting for me. Like at the end of the day, like I've used all my words and I don't want to talk to anybody. So whenever I run into those like situations like today, where people want to talk, like, hey, I've watched your videos, blah blah blah, like that, like 5 or 10 minutes, like zaps the shit out of me, and it uses all my energy, and I don't want to do anything.
It's scary though. It's a little.
I actively avoid people when I'm not working.
If you actually look at YouTubers, most YouTubers are introverts.
Yeah, because
it's an odd fucking. It's weird in the sense that like here you have these people.
There's a term for it.
That don't like talking to people, putting their face on the internet or putting their content on the internet for everybody to fucking see.
Right. Yeah, but it's easier to talk to a camera than it is to talk to people.
True.
I don't know. I think it's easier to talk.
I love watching the guys that go on YouTube because they can't stand to other people making fun of them, and they don't realize that they're putting their fucking videos in front of hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah,
that are probably going to make fun of them real good, and they just lose their fucking mind. Those are my favorite YouTube channels. Very small ones. Usually, don't tread on me flags are their icon.
Who's Particular Coconut? That's a new name in here.
Yeah,
I've never seen Particular Coconut before.
Particular.
That's what I said. I said particle coconut first of all.
Particular. Yeah, it's particular, dude.
Particular coconut. So
yeah,
thank you for watching.
Yeah, that's a new name.
Yeah, it's a new one.
And Pablo V, I don't recognize that.
Pablo
name
V's
either.
been here a minute. Pablo
Really?
V's been.
Well,
Yeah.
I only jump in here like once a month, man. So maybe.
That's your fault though.
Hey, man, I got stuff and things to do. I'm sorry.
You ain't got shit to do but sleep.
It's because you.
I'm not the one that stays home from work to
Look,
do.
We're not talking about me, Kenny. Mister, I didn't go to work today either.
I
did work. That's
You did some work.
I did some work
right now because of my band. So welcome, Cuticle Coconut and other guy.
Rounding up dinosaurs on Ark is not work, Ghost.
You know what? It is work, okay? It's stressful.
Fuck this plane ever again.
We don't know what kind of work Parachute Coconut does. He might work
Parachute Coconut.
I feel like that name is going to get slaughtered all the time.
He's like, look, we don't know that much about part cheesy coconut, but we know enough. We're just fucking with you. We're just fucking with you, bro.
Part cheesy.
I mean, Parachute Crocodile might be a badass.
Parachute Crocodile. That is a good name.
That's good.
Parachute. Okay.
YouTube randomly started you up to my stream. That's kind of weird putting this face to the voice. Oh, got you. Yeah, it's always interesting. You always get a view. You always you get a mental picture of what someone looks like behind the camera.
You ever listen to the radio and then finally see what these people look like after years, and you're like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
when I was in high school, I used to deliver pizza, and
Mixing
You
pizzas.
get tired of hearing the radio, right? Because it's always the same shit. Especially if you're driving, that's all you do is driving.
Oh,
You just fucking keep hearing radio, you know. So you
Yeah.
starting to talk radio because it's something new all the time. And then I started getting into like, talk radio. But then you go find it, you go look at who these people are on the internet, and you're like, that is one old motherfucker.
Right.
Dude, check this
Listen.
out.
War of the Roses.
Everyone do
Oh
this.
yeah, War of the Roses. Yeah.
Dude, that shit's
Dude,
fucked up.
check this out. I did this
Yeah.
the other day. Everyone do this. Go fucking search ourselves in 2014. Motovlog
go-
in 2014, 2015, and then look at ourselves today. You'll be disgusted.
That's who I've become.
It's terrible.
So I found myself on these War of the Roses thing, listening, like rooting for the people not to fall for the trap. And the other day, some guy almost didn't fall for it. He's like, "Nah, I don't want that." Like, nah. And the lady kept pressing. And she's like, "It's free." And he's like, "All right, cool." And then you're like, it's just gonna go downhill from there.
Yeah, it's going to some other chick. Yeah,
It's fucking terrible. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to somebody?
Ghost sprays a squirt bottle on his helmet and bike and texts a photo to his boss.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's fucking monsoon out here.
Hey, my next video is a rain video that happened last Monday or last
It wasn't
Tuesday,
raining.
Wednesday. I don't know, whatever day it rained last week. I was like,
That was Cassie outside with a spray bottle,
no, it was fucking raining. It was weird.
hitting you with the hose.
Someone
It
was
was raining. That's hilarious. It was raining. It was weird.
Man, it sure rains a lot in the
There
desert.
was moisture in the air. It's fucking
Oh, the Kleb is in here. Hey, Kleb.
Cleb.
apocalypse.
Oh, I don't see the Klebs on here. Oh, there it is. What up, Kleb? What's up? He's
Hey.
fucking back in California.
I wonder if Kleb learned how to comment in YouTube in the Marines. You're supposed to laugh.
Sorry, I'm reading.
These guys fucking sending me. No, that's what it is. Hold on. What is going on here?
I don't like the
Nate,
Kleb.
we're watching it right now. We got the Linky right there. No face.
That's what it is. It's Sub D and fucking Kleb watching us on TV. That's fucking hilarious.
I don't like the Kleb.
I randomly look. I'm like, why do I have text?
Kleb's a piece of
What
shit.
up, guys? Huh?
Hey.
Nothing.
It needs some Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I don't even know what I was talking about. I saw a text on my
You
phone,
were
and
talking about Mexican pizzas. That's
I do love Mexican
Yeah, you
pizzas.
deliver Mexican pizzas.
If they delivered
That's
Mexican
the-
pizzas,
that's
I would
the last
totally eat
thing I
a
remember.
Mexican pizza right now.
When wouldn't you eat a Mexican pizza?
I would never turn down a Mexican pizza. I'm sorry. It's just I can't do it.
It's your cocaine.
Why don't you listen to
Fucker that.
a fucking Mexican pizza? Just the same thing as the goddamn gordita, just flat on the.
I am
fucking
not a
thing.
hipster. Get out of here. I'm far from a
God.
hipster.
Hey, all you need is a man bun. You'd be all right.
You fucking. I swear.
You have yeah, you could probably make one.
No, I am not. No.
I'm sure you can make a man bun up there.
I cut my hair. I have no fucking hair now for a man bun.
Holding in the man. Hat's over there doing work, keeping all the hair in.
The what?
I said that hat's over there doing work, keeping
I
all
did
that hair
have.
in.
I did have a moment where I had a lot of hair,
All right,
but not
we
any
have-
longer. My look. Gone. No hair.
Like a throw to me.
What in that though? It looks like you got like yellow.
Oh, you called? Oh, I do. I see it.
You have
Call
yellow.
again and I'll answer it.
Stop avoiding my question.
I don't have my. I never have my ringer up. Red always gets pissed at me. You have no idea. Red always calls me and I never answer because my ringer's never up.
You know who else called you and you didn't answer?
Clem is a hooker. Kenny did call me and I didn't. I was riding. Kenny almost ran out of gas on his H2 and fucking yeah, he did call me and I didn't answer. But you know what? Dude, look, this is what happened. Look, I'll show you. I will explain.
You weren't there for me. Fucker.
No, I will explain. Look, let me see if I can do this. Look,
Uh,
my phone is cracked. Come on.
What's
Oh,
that
you
got
can't
to
see
do
it.
with
So in the
anything?
corner of my phone is cracked. It was raining that day, and I put it
Yes.
away.
like excuses.
And
Right.
and yeah, So it was. I didn't see who could call. I couldn't see it, and I didn't answer.
You know
And
what?
then he was
When I was at the
he
gas
almost
station
died.
earlier today, his phone was so cracked I couldn't fucking see like really the fucking screen as I was typing in my
He-
Instagram name so he could add me.
Wait, what?
Nothing. But
Some
you're
dude.
kidding about one little fucking crack. Get out of here. That sounded like excuses. That was
It's not waterproof. That's what I was saying.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I needed help. You weren't there.
Cleb, hey, Cleb, my mom says you haven't called. My mom says you haven't called in quite some time. If you want to fucking get around to that before I kick your ass.
How dare you not call my mom back?
She's a sweet lady. She's an angel.
Oh,
I need
my
food,
God.
man.
Degenerate.
You hungry? It's fucking late. What the fuck you trying to eat right now for?
Well,
Well, I didn't eat any lunch, man. The last time I ate was like 10 o'clock.
You fucked up. That's what happened.
Yeah, I did fuck up.
You fucked up.
Julie,
I was
you're
busy.
at home again.
Man, this shit creeps up on you.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. Go.
You know what happens? You know when all of a sudden like you're drinking this and it doesn't like burn anymore, you're in the zone. That's when you're in the zone.
That's when you're in the zone.
That's when,
All right.
when it yeah, exactly.
That's when it goes downhill really fast.
You know you can bring.
It's like absinthe. You ever drank absinthe?
I've never had absinthe, no.
It's like you keep drinking it because you're expecting to get drunk, then all of a sudden,
Dude, that shit's gross.
it is disgusting. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
but
New Orleans-
you'll trip on that shit. Like you drink it for an hour, like waiting on it for it to kick in. It's like, hey, I'm not even drunk, and then all of a sudden, there's no drunk at all. It's just tripping your balls off. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I wasn't tripping. I wish it would have made the whole situation a lot better, but I just remember it being fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I paid like
terrible.
$20 for a shot, like thinking it was gonna be fucking some.
Particular coconut is drinking cognac right now. You fancy.
Oh, cognac.
Try
It depends.
I don't
on
even know what
kind
that
of
fucking
cognac.
is. Some kind of schnapps and absinthe.
It depends on what cognac he's drinking for it to be fancy. It could be just ghetto fucking.
Do they make a cheap cognac? Is
Sure.
that a thing?
Sure.
Oh damn!
They make it cheap everything if you look hard enough.
Yeah, I'm sure they got like cognac at Costco.
The trick with absinthe is you got to make sure it has wormwood in it. If it doesn't have wormwood in it, the American version of European absinthe, you just kind of get sort of drunk. You might as well be drinking melon liqueur with clove in it. But if it's got wormwood in it, it's I don't know how it's made, but it'll make you fucking fly high. See seventh heaven for a minute.
See seventh heaven.
Really, in all fairness, is what it did to me with the wormwood is that I saw stars. You know how when you trip, you'll see tracers when you move shit around. I just saw the stars constantly, and it was cool. I enjoyed it, but the taste is shit. Tastes like licking your sister's butt.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about that, but I could understand.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was fucking really upset, and I bought one for myself and for my girl, and so $40 down the drain.
Kenny,
Huh? What?
hold on. Let me show you something.
What are you talking about?
You can't do this. Hold on.
Can't do what?
Tomorrow, you got to try this.
Of course I can't do that. What? Why would you think I could do that? Man, I can barely get out of this chair and walk to the fridge, man. I'm fucking
That
old as
dude
fuck
grabs his
right now.
balls like, oh my god, that hurts.
Now, if Kenny didn't have to do the backflip, he could probably do it.
You know that somebody's gonna have to call an ambulance after that. That's one time.
Even I think that would hurt.
You're right.
Going down like that.
Yeah. Well, she's on grass. It's softer, you know.
It hurts sitting in this chair right now.
You old as fuck.
I can't do a split.
Oh.
And it sounds like you need a better chair.
You know, I actually stole this chair from work. I didn't steal it. They were gonna throw it away.
Uh-huh. Kenny's a thief.
I took it and I fucking glued it back together. screwed it, and now it's in my garage. Hey man, those government chairs, dude. Like sometimes they just like, oh, we're gonna throw this chair away. We got to spend $1,000 on furniture. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
just
you were
take.
telling me that shit.
I ain't ashamed to jump in a dumpster.
Nope. Why
That's
did
what
you?
My desk was they were refurnishing the offices in the armory, and this thing is massive. It's like 6 foot by 4 foot.
I actually got into a little argument the other day. That they wanted to replace one of my monitors so that everything would match. And I'm like, no, dude. Like, I don't need another fucking monitor. Like, I like what I have. Like,
I got 3 monitors now.
Don't touch my desk. Please don't touch my desk.
I actually changed mine today because I had the 2 side monitors horizontal, so it was like, just massive width. But I turned the side ones so that they're sideways.
Vertical.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Who we lose?
Oh, that's because it's not plugged in.
Oh, we lost Adam. He's
Oh,
probably
no.
playing. I think he was playing with his monitor. From Coast Guard felony.
What?
I don't know. Mike Parsons said from Coast Guard. From
Oh no.
felony.
There's no felony where they're giving shit away.
I mean, they weren't giving it away. You kind of took it.
Well, no, I didn't take it. They were replacing it, and it was like this.
How do you know they weren't recycling it?
When did they giving away the shit in the evidence room?
Because yeah, shut up. There's no evidence for it. Get out of here.
You were throwing it away though.
Yeah, somebody was like,
You
hey,
were gonna
throw this
burn all
away.
this cocaine. What do you mean?
And I was like, all right, cool. Well, I guess I'll just take it home. And they said it was okay. Yeah, we're just gonna burn all this coke. Well, I just decided to repurpose it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Repurpose it.
Man, the fucking marijuana trade here in Tennessee has gone apeshit weird. They like it's only CBD legal, right? But everybody's growing and hemp too. The hemp industry has been opened up. So there's these hemp farms everywhere, and there's these CBD farms everywhere. But the CBD farms are growing full on flower, and the government allows them 0.6% THC per plant. So that's kind of vague, right? How are you going to fucking regulate that? So these motherfuckers are all just growing THC weed. They just said, fuck it. They're just growing THC weed and they're marketing it as fucking CBD. And the sheriff himself went on the local news and says, we don't know how to fucking bust THC weed anymore because CBD flower is legal and they're in these, and then we put it in the test and it both shines blue. So we don't know what's what. So now it's pretty much decriminalized because they said you can have up to half an ounce of marijuana, like THC bud on you before it's considered a criminal offense. So that decriminalizes THC weed, regular marijuana, but we're only legal for CBD, and they're growing fucking THC and hemp at the same time. It's fucking.
That sounds really confusing.
It is fucking confusing.
Well, how do you tell the difference?
I guess the point is that
The funniest part about that is that the sheriff going on the news and telling everybody how to hide their drugs.
Because they're both the same plant. They're both cannabis sativa. It's just one has been bred to not produce THC.
Yeah, well, it's like, was it F3 or F4 male plants is hemp?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that yet. I got like 8
up
months
here in
left.
Oregon. It looks like corn in Iowa. There's just acres and acres and acres of just hemp, like 6-7 foot tall plants just on the sides of the highways, and it is. Yeah, it is like the.
And you pull down a stalk of hemp, or.
But the thing is, you
Some
can smell it's like that type of year because you walk outside and it just smells like dank green everywhere.
Just imagine
the whole
you just go
valley
outside and be like, damn, it smells good outside.
Oh yeah, dude, riding my motorcycle is great because it's just like, oh dude, this just smells amazing. And you get up in the mountains and you get a mixture of like the wet leaves and the pine trees and the cannabis. And
Damn, that sounds amazing. Hey, Ghost, that would make a fun video. The day after retirement, you should have a little party at my house.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah. This is what happens when you smoke weed after not doing it for 20 years.
This is what happens. You're just gonna go to sleep. That's exactly what the fuck's gonna happen.
yep, I was gonna say for me,
I'm gonna be like, fucking cat. I'm gonna be sitting there like, all right, now what? Fucking, that's the end of the video.
Yeah, that's it. Kenny's passed out. I guess
Kenny's
with his
just
dog
fucking
dicks on his
sleep, curled
face.
up with his fucking blanket, sucking on his thumb.
He doesn't have to go to work tomorrow, so he'll be all right.
Fucking retired. This old man.
yeah, I giggled for a little bit and then I just like zoned out and passed out.
My wife overheard me listening to Joe Rogan's last podcast with Ari and all the boys in there, and she's like, "Are you doing sober October?" I'm like, "Fuck you. That's for these boys only. It's not fucking."
Who comes up with this?
Yeah.
Like no nut November, sober October. It's like
Fucking no shave November.
Sober
Yeah.
October was Joe Rogan. He was doing a contest. A couple years ago, he started a contest with some of the other comedians that he
Yeah,
hangs
just
out
like
with.
7 other comedians. It's not meant
Yeah.
for anybody else to do.
Yeah, so they started it where they were doing a contest to see like who could be sober, no beer, no nothing for 1 month, and then it turned into like every year now. In October they do a different contest. Like they did last year they had this fitness app, and so they were trying to score who could get the highest score, and so they went all fucking crazy for the month of October. I don't know what it is this year, but that's pretty much what it started it. That was a long explanation.
That was fucked up, dude, on that episode too. They was it Ari Shaffir? I don't know, the guy what comedian, whatever comedian it is that takes his shirt off all the time.
Oh, that's the fat dude, the white
Bert-
dude, the Russian guy, Bert. Yeah, Bert. Yeah.
Kreischer, yeah.
Kreischer or whatever.
Yeah.
He was at his podcast at his house and Ari was there, and Ari dosed him with Molly.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. He fucking gave before he had to go on a trip. He said he was on a plane tripping, and he fucking drugged him with fucking Molly.
Everybody's like, Ari, what the fuck? You don't feel bad about that? He's like, hell no, man.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Bert thought he was going on a trip. He really went on a trip.
He's like, you had a good time, you know. And he's like, no, I didn't, man. I have high blood pressure and fucking arrhythmia and shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I saw that. Everyone keeps dropping out. I need to figure out this fucking Google Hangout. I gotta talk to Ian on how he did that.
I'm not sorry to say it. I don't know what it is, but one of my favorite things to do, even into the age that I am now, is to trip. I think it's a very important thing for people to do every once in a while. Level yourself back out, put yourself in check, bring yourself back down to earth. No, I mean, not except for epileptics. You probably shouldn't do that.
Might be a bad idea.
That's like suicide. If you're epileptic, I'm sure that's the way you commit suicide.
Yeah, I brought you. I got you. I saw that. That's what I was saying. I need to talk to Ian, figure out how he did the Google Hangouts. Go back to Google Hangout.
Oh, that's working again?
You have to use OBS.
Really?
That's what I was trying to do, but I just never put enough time into trying it.
The only thing I have linked to my OBS is the Twitch. I've never used it.
Yeah, he does OBS. He does the private hangout. That's what we were trying to do that, the private hangout, and then you stream it to You use OBS to stream it to YouTube.
Yeah,
That's how he's doing it.
I can try that. I need a new computer, man. Big time.
Me too.
You can just build one Ghost, and then you can build me one too.
Oh, I am gonna build one.
Then you can stop bitching about me not being able to play games and shit because I got a MacBook.
You really do need to build one. I'm telling you.
PC.
I would never use it.
You would.
Dude,
You know, man, I don't sit still long enough.
My dream is to have the Fire Stick or some shit like that, or Alexa, be able to run all this shit together.
What up, X1? How you doing, man?
And you just say start live stream, invite, blah, 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 and it comes up. And it's in the future. It's coming. But I wish it was here already.
I'm having fun with the Alexas. With the Echo, we bought 2 of them during
I have to
Amazon.
get that.
$20. Oh man, I find myself using it a lot more than I thought I would.
Absolutely. It's the number one. I don't know. Maybe it's because the way I grew up and what the movies that I watched, but I use it all the time. For everything. She sets my alarm. She wakes me up. She fucking vacuums the floor. She turns my lights on.
I can't. Mine can't.
Dude, you know.
You must. Yeah, mine doesn't do that. I need that one.
Yeah, we're finally getting the houses that we were promised in the 70s.
Just like keep collecting the devices off Amazon. That's what I'm doing. You know, like every time I have a little spare money, I get this other add-on, whether it be a light or whatever for a different room, and sooner or later your shit starts growing into 2001 Space Odyssey.
I have a bunch of those.
I don't know,
like
dude.
switches,
I don't like all that.
the sockets, the electric ones, where you can connect to the Echo, but I haven't used them yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at buying a new sprinkler system or sprinkler module or whatever the fuck it is. The thing that manages the fucking water, but they have one that works with Alexa. And I was
all
like,
that
yep.
shit's fucking listening to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh no, not yeah. It's 100% definite.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
my
100%.
daughter came up to me the other day with a paper in her hand. And she's like, "Mom," and she was talking about this place, and I want to go here, and blah blah blah. And I've never looked up this place ever in my life. And I pick up my phone, I open Instagram, and it's the first
Well,
ad
that's
I
because your
see
phone's
on
listening to
Instagram.
you. Your phone's listening to you.
You got tracking. Google's tracking you, so they're.
But I'm sure Google's going to be tracking your homes too, what hours you're normally home, and all this other stuff. So they can target market you on that too.
Well, you
and
can always.
it's
You can
all
always
just a huge invasion of privacy.
You could always just unplug her and turn your location off, and that takes all those concerns and throws them out the window. No big deal. My dad bitches about that all the time. He's like, "Don't get Alexa, and I can't believe you got that robot vacuum because it's mapping your house and all this."
Okay, now I'll take the robot vacuum. I will take that.
You know what? I bought one of those and I thought it was a waste. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
You have one at your house?
It depends on which one you get.
Wait, what'd you say?
So I bought a Roomba, right? It was on Amazon. It was a couple years ago, and it was super cheap, and Tara wanted it. So I got it, and it ended up being a fucking waste. Like it took so long to vacuum the floor, and then you would tell it to go back to its little docking station, and it would like go past it like a billion times before it could like map where it was supposed to go.
Did you ever update the firmware?
Eventually it would get there. No, we had all wood floor in the house, and that's why it would be good. Eventually it would get there. It was just slow, and then like every like couple days of it going, like you had to like clean it out and clean all the brushes and empty out the little bucket. It just required like way more work than.
Oh yeah. Like mine's amazing, but I have to empty it twice, like every half hour.
Yeah, it seemed like way more work than just buying a Dyson and just being like, cool, 2 minutes and I'm done. House is vacuum.
You could just hire a maid like twice a month, twice a week, or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't think it was worth it. So
why hasn't somebody taken like a Roomba dock and attached like a central vac system on it so that the Roomba goes to that and then it just sucks it into your trash can?
I mean, you probably could. Did you see the dude that made the Roomba that screams when it bumps into something?
Yeah.
It bumps into
that shit's hilarious.
Something every 5 seconds.
Every time it bumps into something, it screams in pain.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I think
I thought it was a waste.
The click is annoying enough every time it's on.
Just go to your home.
Click.
Keep pressing it.
I kind of want one.
I love how
it's a fucking waste.
I like how my dad oohs and ahs every time it turns around when it hits the stairs, so it doesn't fall down the stairs. He's like, "Damn, that thing's smart." It's like, yeah, man, it's cutting edge.
Lasers, aliens.
Lasers.
But I don't mind the little bit that it holds. Because I mean, I get up and fucking change it, whatever. It's better than me having to fucking sweep the floor for half an hour for sure. Even though it takes 2 hours to do it, I'm not doing anything. It's just running, on its own.
It did a decent job. I was just like, I can do this in 5 minutes and be done, and I don't have to worry about this fucking thing like zipping around and then like going past a pile of dirt like a billion times, like in whatever pattern it makes, just to pick up this one little thing.
Well, that's my problem. Is that I got floor space and I'll forget shit, I'll miss shit. Where this robot just kind of bounces around and finds eventually. So when guests come out, I'm not embarrassed by this corner that I fucking would have missed.
I've been watching this Roomba zoom past this one fucking hairball on the floor for like 30 minutes. Eventually, but I'm watching them.
That is a rough one, dude. Like those brushes, like women hair, like girl hair is the worst on Roombas, dude. Those brushes underneath it. And rather than like brushing it up to the suck spot so it can suck it in the chamber, it just wraps around the brushes.
Yeah.
So
No,
like
that's any vacuum though, not just the Roomba. I mean, I have 2 daughters, and that was something I battled on a regular basis.
on the Roomba, it's a little different because you create this big pinwheel of hair eventually. And it's gross. You just like you notice this thing, and it's just like hair going under, out, under, out, under, out. And then the brushes aren't picking up the dirt, the hair is.
Oh, no.
So then you got hair and other shit stuck in it. It's disgusting.
We have one of those shark vacuums, and I really like that thing. But man, every couple days, like I have to like get like a little fucking knife or scissors and like cut the fucking hair out of the brushes. Or yeah, you're right. It's just fucking slopping hair around.
The wheel should come out. The wheel should pop out.
Oh yeah. It cleans pretty easy. But if I don't do it at least once a week, because I figure I vacuum like every 2 days. I figure I'll probably do it. If I don't clean the hair out, then yeah, it's just shooting hair everywhere, and it's not really doing its job. Those shark vacuums are the shit though. And the steam mop thing, I got one of those steam moppers. I love that.
Yeah, we got one of those after we saw yours.
Is it the Dirt Devil?
No, it's not it's the shark one. We bought the
shark.
Yeah, that's the one we got.
Yeah.
That's better than the Dirt Devil. I just got the little fucking Dirt Devil.
I'm sure it's the same, but yeah, man, that thing is legit. Like I have a spray bottle with like fucking all kinds of chemicals in it, and it probably is not good to breathe. You know, we're talking about earlier making chlorine gas and shit, but man, it smells afterwards. And you know, they say in the military, if it smells clean, it must be clean. So, you know, just fucking spray it all over the place, and then let the steam just kind of pick it up. Great.
It smells clean. It must be clean. I'll just spray Lysol on it then.
Yeah,
that's exactly what the fuck happens. You get
or,
if you walk in the bathroom and your eyes aren't burning from all the Simple Green, then yeah, it's not clean.
I hate that. I watched this video on how detailers or dealers, auto dealers, tricks of the trade to flip a car, and one of them was how to clean interior plush seats. And they put baking soda and vinegar in a bottle, and they sprayed it on there, and they just vacuumed it up. And I thought to myself, there is no fucking way that took all the piss out of that foam.
Besides, if you mix baking soda and vinegar together, they just neutralize themselves and create CO2 and water.
So it's just like putting water on piss.
Water on it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What it does is, it softens up all the stains on the surface and puts them into the foam. That's pretty much what this happens.
This reminds me of a funny story.
If it smells clean, it ain't mustard gas.
Yeah. Many years ago, my wife left fish in her car, right? And in the back seat on the floor, and just
That's already a bad story.
Yeah, that's
Fish in the car.
So I'm gonna clean this thing out, right? So I get some baking soda and I'm gonna sprinkle it on there, right? And I think I'm gonna vacuum it up, but it ends up getting like clumpy and like sticking inside the fucking carpet in the car, and it never came out. Like it never came out. Like I think I made it by trying to dump shit on there to like to like clean it out. I got one of those like sprays of the cans of like spray carpet cleaner with a brush on the end. I'm spraying it like, yeah, dude, I made it so much worse. That shit doesn't work, or at least it didn't work for me. That was a trap. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake.
That's rough, man.
I didn't drive that car after that.
That's
When
when
you
you do,
work
that's
with,
when you do the oops, it just went off the cliff. I don't know.
When you work with
it's-
big cats, you don't have to even get the shit on you. It's like got so much ammonia
back.
in the shit that sticks to you. So
It
you
smells clean that it ain't mustard gas.
you have to replace your clothes every couple of weeks because you end up just kind of smelling like a weird.
A weird.
Like it's like
Mixer
cat.
cat.
You end up smelling like cat shit, but like super cat shit
Giant tiger shit.
with extra ammonia and on the rocks with the olive on the side.
Oh man. That's gotta be cool, like being able to like pet a tiger. I mean, take out the that it might just chomp your arm off, but it's gotta be neat. Like
I want one of those white ones. I want a baby white Siberian tiger.
If you go through animal husbandry for tigers and then you end up, caring for tigers, then it's pretty fucking cool. It makes you feel cool for a little while. But then you realize what you're doing after a little while, after you learn so much, and you kind of just want out in a way.
Oh. Why do you want out? I mean, it sounds like it'd be cool. You're just taking care of the tigers.
Well, you either get hurt like I did, or you see somebody get hurt and you realize what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until you get a hole in your head.
Till a tiger rips your arm off.
Yeah.
It's all funny games. Who lose a hand?
Here, kitty.
So
Dude, that's
you
fucked
end up with conservation. You just wake up. It's like the difference between being a hippie tiger wrangler and a conservationist. Conservationists are smart. I was doing tigers when I was fucking wanting to fucking be cool, and that's just dangerous.
Sorry, I was talking about X's. He's like, "Oops, that was a mistake."
Like those motherfuckers in Dubai that just buy tigers for Instagram photos, man. Dude, it's just asking for it.
Yeah, that sounds awful. That does sound like a mistake. That's when you need a good friend. You call them first before you're going to do something stupid. That way I'm less likely to do it.
Dude, that's rite of passage in fucking Dubai. That's before even their first Lamborghini. They got some tigers.
Yeah.
Is that the order of precedence? Tiger,
Yeah,
then Lamborghini.
How rich
I'll be
are
right
you? Tiger, lion, endangered Komodo dragon, Lamborghini, or Trump Tower? Oh, a Lamborghini. All right. Good job. We got a tower for sale.
Yeah, that whole city is just crazy.
I want to be an entrepreneur. I swear I'm going to own a slum one day.
In Dubai.
No, in America.
Oh.
A real shitty town, too. Going to own a no-tell motel.
Ooh, there's a Royal Crest in the next town over that's for sale.
How much?
I don't know, something
A what?
ridiculous.
A Royal
Yeah,
Crest?
what the hell is that?
A Royal Crest motel.
It sounds like a
Oh.
terrible fucking place.
Oh yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those seedy, slum motels.
Yeah, see, so I'll buy that, and then we'll make 2 rooms, and then rent them to college students, and then we'll use the rest of the place as a storage facility.
Yeah, I think it's already set up like that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But yeah, I can't find it.
That's what a lot of guys do. That's was it Ben Mala says that's the best way to fucking start in the real estate business. You either buy a motel or a hotel or a big house, and then you subdivide it into single room rentals. and then you charge students, parents, the rent, and so and then you use that to just bank out of each room until you can buy a bigger thing like a hotel, a real hotel, and then fix it up and sell it. And then all of a sudden, at that point, you should be a millionaire. But it all starts with college students.
Houses in Eugene.
There's lots of ways to utilize that strategy.
Then you're like home free, right? Because if the college students, which they will, tear the fuck out of your shit, parents are liable. It's all good. Get your money back, and that's what you want. You want these kids to just party and fuck up your shit.
I don't know. Out here, you'll find all over the place the kids trying to sublet. They only want to stay in these places while they're going to school, and then anytime that they don't go to school, they try to sublet somebody else.
I love that show. If you ever get a chance, watch it. What is it? What's the name of it? Shit. Something for Sale. Life for Sale by Concrete. And it's just this big fat motherfucker he's one of the richest people in the eastern United States. He owns the biggest house in Nokomis, my hometown, Sarasota, Florida. And it's worth $24 million. It's got a lazy river that goes through the motherfucker.
Dude, here we go. There's a 3-unit building, a triplex, for only $490,000.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, it means the mortgage on that.
You could
would
also
be,
buy a reasonably priced place and Airbnb it.
See, you get the triplex, and then you rent out each one of those for $1,500 a month.
Oh, that was another fucking thing that I heard this guy say as far as that goes, getting the money for the property. You got to go through the bank to do it. So you go in initially, apply for the loan, and they say no. But you don't just leave and be like, oh, damn, don't call them or anything. You say, you stick around. It's like, okay, well, then what do I have to do to, as far as your data goes, to raise that data and for you to say yes? And then they will. They absolutely will. Every bank will, because they want to give you the loan. That's their job. They want to.
Not all banks are interested in the multifamily homes. Some are more willing to work with you than others. But like a big key to that too, though, is if you can find a dwelling that already has people in it that have been there for a while, and the current landlord is willing to like write you something for the bank and talk to the people, if they're willing to stay, you can immediately include their rent as income to go towards the loan. It like helps secure it because they know it's not going to be an empty building. It's already got renters. The renters plan on staying. It like extra secures their position.
Totally.
Like if the building already has renters and they're like, no, we've lived here for 5 years and of course we want to stay regardless of who owns it, as long as they're like willing to put that in writing so you can give it to the bank, and the bank basically they're like, okay, so it's already rented. It's not even going to sit empty.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know. I went to get some wine and I found a half-eaten sandwich in the freezer or in the fridge. So
Half-eaten sandwich in your fridge? What the fuck? Eddie?
Yeah. So my wife was saying that she went to some random like deli and bought this sandwich, which was too big for her to eat. She's like, I'm going to put the other half in the fridge, and I forgot about it. And since I was hungry earlier and I found it in the fridge, I'm feeling, man, this is a good ass sandwich. And
that's funny.
Yeah, I found there's like one glass of wine left in this bottle, but you know what? That's enough.
I fucked up doing that once with a Subway sandwich, where my stepson, he's like, fucking, we all ordered Subway and everything, and I knew he got the same thing with me, and I saw it like 3 days later in the fridge. like half of his. I smelled it. I was like, yeah, that's fucking BMT right there. And I bit into it, and mayonnaise shot out of that motherfucker.
Oh,
It was disgusting, dude. Freaked me out. Almost
Mayonnaise,
vomited. It's like, because those motherfuckers at Subway, they like squeeze mayonnaise onto your shit with a squeeze bottle. Like, they're not even spreading it on the bread lightly. They're just squirting it in there.
You just gotta ask for light mayonnaise.
yeah, mayonnaise on sandwiches is disgusting. Everybody knows that.
Mayonnaise.
Wait, what'd you say?
Mayonnaise
Well, I
is
said mayonnaise is disgusting.
period.
No, sir.
Mayonnaise is a disgusting.
That's where you're wrong. Mayonnaise
Yeah, I
is
agree.
delicious.
Mayonnaise is disgusting.
What?
Mayonnaise is literally.
You guys are little Miracle Whip motherfuckers, aren't you? This
I won't eat
disgusting
that
ass
either.
Miracle
That's
Whip.
disgusting too.
Mayonnaise is literally eggs, raw eggs and oil whipped into a fucking white nasty goop, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
I don't. You guys, there's something wrong with you guys. That's all I'm saying. Mayonnaise is
Something wrong with
delicious.
us that we don't want to eat raw eggs whipped into a nasty goop.
It makes
No.
you. It makes
forget
you
about the vinegar.
Superhuman.
It does not make you superhuman.
Shut up, Kenny. I wasn't asking
No.
you. That was a statement.
It's raw eggs, oil, and vinegar.
You eat that mayonnaise.
It's disgusting.
Mister, I'm gonna eat a tomato fucking mayo sandwich right here. Talk about,
Oh, that's not how. That's
exactly. Should I bring up the video?
Yeah, you know
That's what I thought. That's exactly what happened. Exactly.
that is not how it went, and I'm pretty sure whatever video you're going to show is edited.
Wait, hold on. You're in California. You're in California. Mayo,
You know what?
vegan. I rest my
because
case.
they made it for me, and they said, "Here, this is delicious." And I'm pretty sure it was my wife, who's like the whitest of white people, and I think that's why she thought the tomato and mayonnaise sandwich would be
Kenny
delicious.
loved it.
I also hate Thousand Island dressing because it has mayonnaise in it. I will not eat certain artichoke dips because there's full of fucking mayonnaise in it.
I will agree with
Tuna
that.
salad,
100%.
mayonnaise.
Yep, and yep.
You guys, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Bruce Willis played a very good role called Jimmy the Tulip, and he killed people that put mayonnaise on hamburgers.
No, okay, so check this out.
Ugh.
Since we're talking about this, when I came to SCMM this year, 2019, whatever, after SCMM, whatever, I tried to go out to
Yep.
eat. And I went to this place. It was called, oh God, I don't know, but it was in like, I think Dana Point or something. And, okay, whatever. It took forever to get fucking service. I order a freaking sandwich. I'm like, but I want no mayonnaise, this, that, and the other thing. They bring me a sandwich that's got mayonnaise on it. So, I call the waitress over and I'm like, okay, look, I asked for no mayonnaise. I need another sandwich with no mayonnaise. And she brings me back another sandwich, like so quick. I'm like, dude, there is no way that they recooked my chicken sandwich in that amount of time. And I lift up the new bread and there's
swiped
still
it off.
mayonnaise. There's still mayonnaise all over the fucking sandwich.
You got that floor spice.
So I called her back over and she's like, well, the thing is the kitchen's closed, so they couldn't remake it. And I'm like, but you thought it was okay to just
lie to
throw
me?
some new bread on it and like put it in front of me and, just it's cool if I eat it. I was like, honestly, I'm disgusted. I was like, I've never had such a bad experience. I'm like, I can't believe that you thought that would be okay. Like, I want to talk to your manager. The manager never came. I ended up getting up and just walking out, but I could not believe she just brought it back, still covered in mayonnaise, and put it in front of me and didn't say a fucking word.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
I'm
ever
like,
went on an
oh my
adventure?
God.
You ever went on an adventure, like a hike or whatever, and like packed a sandwich with mayonnaise on it, not thinking about it, and then when you go to eat it, it's all fucking hot and shit. Hot,
No,
fucking
because I don't
nasty.
eat mayonnaise.
Egg whites whipped into a nasty goop and hot.
No, I don't have to worry about that. My sandwich has mustard.
Yo,
It's to each his own. I mean, like, we all like
You heard
something a lot of people don't like.
what?
Yeah, so get here as early as you can tomorrow so we get done. I really want to.
Mayonnaise has its place, but
Yeah.
We'll try.
I
mean,
don't particularly.
I think mayonnaise is the equivalent, like, of putting that much margarine on your sandwich or whatever you're using it for. Pretty much the same thing. Like whipping margarine on your sandwich. It's just oil. Just oil. But I don't know. The butter thing has been working for me. Like, just, I don't know. Not keto, because I drink a lot
Butter
of
thing?
beer, right? But well, just going to straight high fat, low carb, but not just no carb, not no keto shit. Like still has some sugars and shit, but mind it, But yeah, butter all day long. Like in my steak, I think I put a half a fucking stick of butter on my steak now.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like
Oh,
frying,
yeah.
like between frying, basting, and then the final pat of butter at the end. That's about a half a stick.
Yeah, I
butter
can't. I
king?
can't stand margarine. That stuff is so gross. And then
Yeah,
when,
use real
when you
butter.
actually figure out what it is, it's just
Yeah, I do.
emulsified oil.
Yeah, I use real butter, but unsalted, so I can salt it myself.
Yeah, it's much easier.
And I'm about over pink salt, boys. I don't know about you.
You about what?
You got caught up in the pink salt.
Oh, I've been using pink
the
salt for like a
Himalayan
year.
salt or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I've been using
Yeah.
that shit for like a year,
Mhm.
but I'm starting to worry about my iodine intake.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to worry about your thyroid. So that's what
It fucks with your thyroid.
Yeah, that's what the lack of iodine does.
That's
is
why
it-
there's iodine in salt, so we don't
Uh-huh.
have that problem anymore. We like our race had that problem for about 100 years until we started iodizing salt to take care of
I heard that pink salt makes your dick small.
And it makes you want to praise Allah because it comes from Afghanistan. You know that? It's like mostly.
Oh my
Afghan-
god. I don't know why this came into my mind, but earlier I was watching this video of this like pastor dude making like on YouTube like one of those church videos. He was like speaking in tongues, but he was looking at his text messages while he was speaking in tongues.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
Bro, and then he just started screaming like no red. He was just screaming and looking at text messages like.
Dude, I mean, it's so hard for me to deal with. It seems like I get overly mad about those motherfuckers but I'm right in the middle of it, man. Think about this. What if you had to live in a place that you can't serve alcohol or a woman can't take her top off within 1,000 feet of a church, but there's a church every 900 feet?
Yeah,
It's terrible. You can have a strip club, just can't be within 1,000 feet of a church, and they just got them peppered.
Yeah, I that's one thing I noticed about like being like in that area. It's like you've had churches and then just a strip club, just random fucking stuff in somewhere.
Yeah, I remember New York. I mean, back in the 70s and 80s in New York City, man, there'd be strip club, church, liquor store, strip club, church, mosque, strip club.
I like the billboards when you're driving on the highways. It's like a abortion and then something for like it's doing signs of abortions and then Jesus saves and then
Totally, man. I played a lot of circuses like right next to like strip clubs and shit where when I was even all the way up to my adulthood, but I remember it more when I was a kid, where all of a sudden I'd be alone on the lot. Like, where'd everybody go? Over here in the corner, it'd be like titty, like neon sign, boop, dick into the vagina, something like that. Everybody gets here.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I understood because I was there too, man. Fuck.
I've always been a fan of visiting local strip clubs, but I've noticed over the last like year or so, like I haven't partaked. I haven't gone and supported local single moms. Nope.
That's the dirtiest, most nasty place you could ever visit.
You know what? I
That's
just
Kenny's
I want-
favorite. That's Kenny's favorite right there.
I can't think
I
of-
mean, even the
Go.
gentlemen's clubs, dude. They call them gentlemen's clubs. All they really mean is it's more to get in through the door. But it's still, it's still the most disgusting women you can possibly ever get to. I don't care how good looking they are. Those fucking women are just ruthless pieces of shit. And that's where you're going into, and that's where you're giving money to. It doesn't matter how good of a play, if it's $5 cover or $500 cover.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that, but
terrible.
no, not $500.
It's terrible, man. And they will fucking hound you, man. If you don't fucking, you just lay off. You just sit back in the corner, try to mind your own business, man. Doesn't matter. They will fucking leech onto you. And if they will fucking figure out whether you can pay or not real quick. And if you can't pay, they will drive you out. You'll be fucking done. It's terrible. Fucking. That's a terrible place to go party. At a strip club.
I've always enjoyed it. I've even the worst
it's
experiences
fun
have always
and
been
everything,
fun. Yeah,
That's just the way the business is. It sucks. But
I mean,
titties,
yeah, you're taking a lot. I mean, but it also depends on how you look at it.
yeah, titties are cool.
Yeah,
No doubt
titties
about
are
it.
cool. You know, titties are cool.
They're cool.
Yeah, it's
I
hard
think
to.
they're overrated, but then again, I have them.
Oh, titties are my favorite thing in the world. No doubt about it.
I'd say you are absolutely right. Yeah.
You guys are funny.
Mm-hmm.
We're honest. God damn it.
I had a good
ride all the way
buddy.
over there tomorrow, Kenny.
Oh,
You know what? You stop being a little bitch. That's really the nicest way I can say it.
Did you take my bike off your pass thing?
No, man, it's still in there.
Gotta take it off of there.
Why, dude? I keep forgetting. And so what? Just it's not like you taking the toll to get here anyway.
Well, tomorrow, I mean, it's on there now. I just fucking might.
Well, great. Yeah. So it'll save you 10 minutes. Now you can get here at 9 or 9:30 instead of 10:30. You can take the toll road.
It's gonna take how long do you think this is gonna take us? Like,
It's an hour and a half, dude.
yeah,
And you're on the bike. Where are you gonna go? 50?
an hour and a
Yeah.
half with no issues
an hour and a half to do a chain.
and sprockets.
Ooh, you're hoping you set the rivet perfect the first time.
I
always
only
take it
have
very
I
perfect
only
the first
have
time.
one fucking rivet. So
I
Yeah,
always do it right the first time.
yeah, I say that too. Until the
No.
last time I did one.
Mm-mm. So I noticed that. Oh, I'm sorry, chewing a sandwich.
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise sandwich.
Man, fucking. Like, dude, the only thing I can eat mayonnaise in is a good chicken salad, but it's
Ooh.
got to be a well-made one, man, with grapes and fucking.
What about egg salad?
No,
Egg
Potato
salad's
salad?
bomb.
I put
No.
mayonnaise in egg salad.
Kind of like man on potato salad. My
Potato
wife-
salad, yeah.
Greek yogurt. I think she uses Greek yogurt in hers. Like, it's
Yeah,
like a-
Greek yogurt and mustard. That's how you make it.
yeah. Not a potato, but a chicken salad. Yeah. Anyways, so on the kit that I have, I
Later,
noticed on
particle.
like,
I
on
mean,
our-
particular coconut. Or
Oh,
fuck,
whenever,
yeah.
I try to
I can't get your name right. Yeah, you. Have a good night.
Five
there's like a little
paraplegic Pikachu.
like the rim, that little pin. It's perfect. Like I could measure it with a micrometer 100 times, and it'll always be exactly the same as all the rest. It always comes out perfect. So I've never fucked up.
Oh, you're screwed now, Ghost.
I've never fucked it up. And then I've got maybe 3 or 4 extra master links in my spare parts, so I think we'll be good. No, I've never fucked one of these up.
So this is what we got for the malls. We got $40 fucking bolts that are gold.
That we're gonna fuck up.
Let's not waste money on these. $40 for those. For 6 bolts. Fucking stupid. Not bolts, just the
That's
fucking heads.
nuts.
Nuts, yeah. And then
Wheels
the
that
super
shit.
fucking sprocket, which I finally was able to
Oh,
find.
you got one, huh?
Yeah, it's a Yamaha, but apparently I talked to the Super Sprock guys, and they said they're like a crossover. And then, hold on, let's see if we can do this. Take this shit out.
A solar panel.
Yeah,
And then we got
There's really not a whole lot of
dude, get off.
different bolt patterns for
Got a
sprockets.
Harley Davidson dildo.
Oh no, you're not gonna be able to see it, but we got like a red
Bubble wrap.
chain.
That looks like hash.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, and a red chain, so we'll see. But I'm glad I got the Super Sprock. That shit, man, that shit's dope.
It looks
Well,
nice.
let's be here so we can put this shit in and then go win a free motorcycle.
We'll try. We'll try.
You try my ass, dude. You don't have to wait till I'm done winning a bike.
There is no try.
Is this the same color you have on yours, huh?
Yeah, that's the color they come in. You can buy like different colors, but
Yeah, they have different colors.
Yeah, like mine is orange.
Dude, these are just dope. I love the idea of having like the aluminum middle and then the steel on the outside.
I want one for the H2, but they don't make one. At least last time I looked, they didn't. And
You
the
gotta
one
email them.
make an extra aftermarket. It's like $600.
I still can't believe I spent $40 on these. Like
That's dumb.
Right?
it really is stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking $40 for 6 fucking whatever.
In 100 miles, they're going to be covered with chain oil and road
Golden
grime.
nuts.
And
It looks like
X1,
a
that's funny.
cylinder. Dude, it reminds me of the cylinder from a fucking 410 Judge.
And
Oh, yeah.
then you have to put you said you got to put anti-seize or Loctite on them or something. Like, what do you have to do to them to get
It
them to
said to use blue Loctite.
Oh, okay, I got plenty of that.
Yeah, it said just use a little blue
Of course
Loctite on
you-
it, and then
of course
it's
you do.
29. 29
Of course,
foot pounds.
Kenny has plenty of blue Loctite for some reason.
if you work on motorcycles at all, you invest in some Loctite.
Yeah. Oh man, so there's been this thing going on with the H2s. Apparently, so there's it's like this little so that all the air that doesn't go into the engine gets diverted back to the supercharger, and then there's like this kind of like Y-shaped kind of clamp thing between the air filter and the supercharger that's supposed to deflect all the air that's coming back into it. Well, the bolts have been backing out of those things, and people have been having the bolts like fucking shred their superchargers to like nothing.
Ooh, they make that sound too.
Yeah. So the new thing is people like whenever you change your or check
Loctite
your
that bitch.
filter, yeah, to put Loctite on those 3 little bolts that are in there because they're only torqued to like 58 inch-pounds, which is not a lot.
Now you know. At least
So-
you learned. At least you learn now.
Yeah. Well, I checked it last time when I 2,000 miles ago. I put some on there because I was like, this looks sketchy as fuck. I'll put a little bit on here. Yeah, and then right after that message came out and people are going crazy about it. So when I checked mine yesterday, they were still fine. They're still tight in there.
Yeah.
Last thing you know, I was fucking bolts like shredding through my supercharger. It sucked. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Very.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this new fucking bike thing they have coming out.
The Z?
Yeah, like
Oh, the supercharged Z1000 or whatever it is.
yeah, you know, I'm
That's
curious.
still. I read someone say it's a concept. It's not an actual bike.
I don't know.
The way they're doing their little promo thing, it looks like
Yeah.
they're
That shit
releasing.
is.
If it's a supercharged Z1000, that's gonna fucking change things.
Yeah, for sure.
But it doesn't make sense that because the engine for the Z1000 and the H2s are not the same.
No, they're not. Well, the current is a 900.
Are they calling it H1?
I don't know. I don't know. I think what's the timer like on their counter? I've been checking the Kawasaki EU site like every few days. Last year, they came out.
They're calling it H1 Z1000. I think that's what it's being called
Where are you finding that at?
on the internet.
All right. So I was saying last year, the Kawasaki EU site came out with information on the 2019s a little over a month before the North American sites like had any information.
Supercharged Ninja 400. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm thinking that it would be stupid to like redesign a whole new engine and a frame and everything for a Z1000. It kind of makes more sense that it would be a naked version of the current H2, which I think would be pretty fucking badass. But
We'll see.
Wait, man, I got to split. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. I was actually gonna call it too. My allergies are kicking my ass, and I'm
Yeah.
tired. And now
Yeah,
apparently I gotta get.
that sounds like an excuse. So you
I
can
actually have to get up and fucking adjust the chain because it's fucking loose as fuck just to make it to San Diego.
Mhm.
I didn't take care of it the last 2 weeks because I knew I was gonna change it,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
Sounds like a bunch of excuses. Hey man, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'll be there in like 2 hours.
Hey.
All right, man. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, it'll be 10ish. I'll try to get there. I will try to get as early as possible, but I'm not gonna promise Saturday. Fucking early as fuck.
Come on, man. If you get here by 10, we can still be done by noon and then go win this bike. So
Oh yeah, no, I'll be there pretty early. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
As soon as
10
you-
is early for a Saturday.
I was gonna make hamburgers and sausages and shit, but I think I might just order pizza so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
That's right. That works.
Yeah, because I know the wife likes the chicken wings.
Yeah, chicken wings are bomb. That's why I fucking make those chicken wings. Are fucking dope, dude.
I know. But I don't have time for all that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. All right.
Hey, all right,
I
people.
guess
Thanks for
I'm
hanging
off.
out. Everyone's still hanging out in the side chat. Appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. And everyone, thank you guys
be
for
safe,
joining.
everybody.
Ehart, Adam.
Yep.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. See you later.